Yes, let's transition the brain here. So there, I love Death Note. I guess we'll just start it off with our backgrounds with the series. The Logical Fallacy. Sean has not watched the full anime. He has
Yes,
watched
but I have
very
dipped my
limited,
toes.
very limited chunks. I think you made it to like episode 4 or 5, which
I got to 4 and 5 and became
yes,
mentally insane that I did not finish it because I was dumb. But you know
yes.
what? That's all right.
I on the
Because now I
other
have a
hand,
musical to explain it for me,
well, here's
and I
what's
hope I
great
can
about this
understand it.
is from what I've understood about, because I've listened to this, but I haven't watched it. The story is changed
dear.
enough that it's similar, but also Death Note's a very long story, so they had to condense it down and change some things. Now, me on
Is
the
this
other
an
hand,
official musical?
I
Like, was
believe
this
so. I believe so.
okay, I wonder what the Broadway scene in like because I imagine this was performed. Where was this
Yeah,
performed?
yeah. I mean, it was originally in Japanese. There is English song dubs. So for context,
Okay.
whenever I was listening to this, I was at work, just at a work shift, randomly came across it, and the songs are mostly in English, but there's like a lot of scenes too. So like it would go from, where is the justice to Shoya.
That was extreme. That was extremely offensive. My God.
But
We
but
all love each other.
but anyway, I love Death Note. I have the entire manga right here in frame. It'll be interesting to see how someone who has not will come at this from two different perspectives. The Death Note head
I am very
versus
curious.
a very much more casual Death Note fan. And I'm calling you
Also,
a fan.
I'm very curious. I'm very curious to see what the like stage direction is here.
I
Like
am
what
too,
it actually
because
looks like.
I haven't
We're
seen it
both
because
kind
I
of
was
blind
just
to
listening.
this.
Yes, which is pretty exciting.
Imagine it's just clips from the actual show, and you just get demonetized like over and over and over and over and over again for
The
watching anime.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, Apple.
the Apple.
We went from watching biblically, adjacent thing to another biblically adjacent thing, and I love it.
Yeah. Well, I
With
don't know if
symbolism.
the symbolism is there. Yeah, I'm not sure how much
Yeah.
it affected like the writing of Death Note.
No, but like the symbolism.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this. It's a countdown. I know, but I like this. Get the music. Oh, excuse me. Am I gonna love this?
法というものはひとたび誰かの手に落ちるとその時点から抑圧されてしまいます。法が抑圧されると自由は息ができなくなります。忘れないでほしいのは人間は本来あらゆる動物の中で最も高貴な存在だということ。しかし法と正義がなくなれば最悪の生き物になり下がるでしょう。
でも法と正義は全く別のものでしょう。
確かに。ですが表裏一体とも言えます。
そうですか。互いに縛り合っているだけじゃないんですか。
I like
八
this
神
design
君は
for light.
異論があるようですね。
Yeah.
Where is the justice when the guilty all go free?
Oh,
Why don't we lock them up and throw away the key?
this is dubbed.
I see the young man's anger burning in your eyes.
They got some good
See
singers.
is my impatience with your noble compromise. Show me what's right about the wrongs that we allow. Real people need to feel protected here and now. This whole damn system's broken way beyond repair. It's just law, not law and order, not much good and seldom fair.
Laws are made for everyone, we're treated all the same.
till the lawyer's tricks.
I like the teacher's voice a lot.
I do too.
You know why?
Why do you like it?
Because it reminds me of a specific voice from Epic the Musical. Because that is what everything's gonna be compared to. I'm
it
sorry. I'm not sorry.
No, I got you in on it, so, you know, if you compare everything to it, you were here for a lot of that stream. Though I don't think the stream will last as long as that.
But I just heard that voice and I was like, why would the wisest of kings leave the armory unlocked?
Oh,
like, yes.
Yeah, yes. That's a song that I've learned No, I haven't learned the hard way, but it's funny to say I've learned the hard way not to sing that song in public.
In their houses, all of them
That is so
on the
funny.
streets at night with all their doors locked tight. Tell me, where is the justice? If there's any justice.
Your simple arguments have all been made before. The world's not black and white, the choice not either or.
Perhaps it's time we drain the color from it then, till we're back to seeing black and white and wrong and right again.
Overwrought pronouncements won't improve the paradigm.
Till lawyers cutting deals becomes a crime. Let the corporations make the regulations and hold no one accountable when everything goes wrong. Let the rich and famous get away with murder.
Oh.
Every time a high-priced mouthpiece starts to talk, his
Very
client
topical,
gets
sadly.
to walk. Tell me, where is the justice?
No, that voice.
If there's any justice.
That voice. I mean, yes, topical, but also that voice.
For all the victims, where is the justice? What good is law that can't punish those who break it?
Politicians make their speeches all day long, while judges pushing pencils mostly get it wrong.
Instead of loopholes for the law to fall between, let's a little back and payback, grease the wheels of the machine.
Isn't everybody sick to death of all this stuff? Can't we all stand up and say enough?
We should just kill them.
I
In
mean,
Minecraft.
not in Minecraft. If it's any, you know, like the fly.
This is more accurate.
Walk the streets at night with all the doors locked tight. We must give them their justice. We owe them some justice. Where
Pause it real quick.
is the justice?
Yeah.
Or wait. Just let it finish. It was almost done. My bad.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, the English dub singers very strong, but also
They
the
are.
set design and like the dress design.
It's got a
is
rotating
phenomenal.
stage.
Which reminds me of Hamilton.
Of Hamilton. Yeah, it's got the
Yes.
rotating stage, and I love the rotating stage. It's so cool. You could do so many cool stuff with it. And they did. I like how they kept I think it's so impressive how like performances are able to do this where they like use the singers as prop movers and move the things to make it interesting to look at. Use like for the different shots and things.
Yes.
It's like it's just that was a good first song. And
Yeah,
like
was
it
it?
introduced the themes and the character very well. And also the flaws too, because it's like it's a very relatable theme of like we want to take down the system. Because I mean it's fair points, right? But
It's just
It
like
is,
how
like you
we
said.
try to do it, you know, and
True.
this very black and white thinking of the world. The world's
exactly, and
often
he
more
presents that like
complicated
he
than that.
wants to go back to a simpler place, but there was a lot of injustice whenever it was like that kind of thinking, you know.
Well, not to mention, you know, there's a lot of problems with, you know, the innocent being punished unfairly. And it's very interesting, too, because I know it's been said that in Japanese culture, you know, at least at a certain point, they had more of a guilty until we're proven innocent more than an innocent till proven guilty mindset, you know, which I wonder too how much of that's still true in today's world.
I feel like it's always been abused and used to people's benefits because that's just how it works. And that's with any system, any kind of this is gonna like bring out our politics, isn't it? But I mean, it's interesting. I think I like enjoy. Well, it is interesting, and I'm sure we're gonna see the different sides of the arguments too here as we get into. And I think too it's gonna show like the hypocrisy as it goes on, because of course that always is an element.
Yeah, and at least on my channel, I do not mind the political discussions or complexities. I know we're a little bit more
enjoy
keen
talking
to
about
avoid the controversial on our channel, but everything's pretty much fair game here.
That's fair. Oh, seeing the Shinigami's is gonna be fascinating.
I did wonder what they look like, only being able to hear them.
Oh, I hope it has a good voice.
I like the design for Ryuk.
Gross. Good.
So this second Shinigami in the anime is very late, but here, you know, it's a musical, so they have to condense the story down a little bit.
I like how it looks like they're coming out of a grave. Yeah, I really like the outfits. That's cool.
骨をもてあそんでギャンブルやって人間を殺したすまんねーデスノートに人間の名前を書くのももう飽き飽きだよもう誰か他のやつにやらせようかな
Big little baby.
俺も何見てんだよ
人間たちだよリュウ
Look at how they crawl around upon the ground like little ants.
Yes, but how they fascinate, confusing fate with what is merely chance.
Isn't it a laugh?
Isn't it a shame?
Thinking there is someone in heaven to blame.
Yes, but even while blaming fate for the lives that they lead, they hope for the lives that they need.
Living every day till the day they die, never getting answers.
Yet still asking why, going through the motions.
I really like the voices again.
While we stay eternally bored there.
So actually what this reminds me of is, I think we talked about it before, is a little bit of these are some of my favorite things. And also, you've watched Les Mis, right?
I've heard a little bit of the songs.
It also reminds me of the song from Les Mis, Master of the House. Which, if you...
I've heard that one. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Only human, they don't see who they are is who they'll always be. Only human after all. So they push and they shove
With this thing they call love
till they fall. Isn't it a farce?
Isn't it a waste?
Struggling to face what can never be faced.
Yes, but maybe death can release something more than we share.
I really don't know and don't care.
They're only human, standing
good.
still,
Doomed to live pushing boulders uphill. Only human after all. So they give and they take,
hoping someone will help break their fall.
they will pray,
curse, live, die, never knowing that truth is another man's lie.
Also, Beetlejuice for
yes.
Heavily
Yeah,
reminds me. If you've seen, seen videos or clips.
Yeah, I know what
Watch them all
Like him, I don't know what you said his name was. The Shinigami. I don't know what.
Okay. The
pronunciation
Shinigami's
is.
name is Ryuk.
Ryuk. Okay.
Yes, Ryuk and Rem. And Rem's also in the anime, but she comes much later. But obviously, they have to. They have a lot to condense into 2.5 hours.
I really like the contrast too, and how they're using the symbolism of like light and dark. Also, light,
light, yes, light and dark. Well, I always thought that was funny about Light too. Was he was bringing not only a lot of people to the light, but he's also such a dark character.
Yeah, but he does kind of portray the light side of the argument, right? And also, it's interesting that he was what's the main character's name again? I'm gonna do this the whole entire freaking time.
Light Yagami. Light Yagami.
Light. No, his name is Light.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm getting it confused because then you have L. So it's like
yes, you have L
wait
and
a second.
Light Yagami.
No,
so
remember
his last name backwards is I'm a gay.
Okay, that's funny. It's funny that he asked for a world that was black and white, and here it is. This is what it looks like.
Yeah,
you have literally.
Yeah.
And it sucks. It's just two people arguing, to each other and their boredom.
Yeah,
they're politicians. Oh gosh.
Yes.
They're only human. They can't see
just a man.
all the years they can give you and me.
I am Nightlen or mythical.
After all,
So they give and we take.
till their silly hearts break.
Looking down from above, I'm intrigued by their love.
So let's call.
これはどうだリュウ君終わった
There seems to be kind of a sense of like nihilism with one of them, with Ryuk, where it's like nothing really matters. It's just for my enjoyment and fun.
Yeah, it's
meaninglessness.
In the anime, like he mocks Light for thinking that he was chosen or anything of the sort, because it was just random chance, and it's actually like a plot point that the DeathNote's instructions were written in English, because at the time that DeathNote was made, English was the predominant language in the world. So he just wrote in the most common language for the humans, which is why none of the book was written in Japanese for the instructions.
That's interesting. They're like, this will do.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd pick up the book. I'm not gonna say I'd use it.
There was less. I just want to point out, there was much less restraint in picking that up than in the anime. At least there was like a point where he was like,
yeah, should I do this?
This might be.
Well,
we only have 2.5 hours, so
yeah. I am enjoying this though. It's like fun.
Good.
I like this.
It was such a weird experience, not knowing what these parts were, and I just had to infer.
It's no better than a chain letter. That's such a funny thing.
新宿区にある保育園で男が人質を取って立てこもるという事件が発生しました。
試してやろうかただの暇つぶしだ
Fascinating that he's in the same situation, isn't he?
名前を
Also bored.
銃を所持して立てこもっている男の名は音原田九郎です。保育園の一室にバリケードを築き、
Do you get that? Did you get that line? This is his name.
This is his name. Spell it right.
人質のためになんてね書いてみよう
I'm a big DeathNote fan because I will tell you, even though I did not understand a lick of this, I assumed pretty much this was what was happening whenever I was at work. I was like, which I guess just not all the songs were English dubbed, because this was a smaller musical.
39 38 37
Oh, the countdown. That's fun.
やれるならやれデスノートの名に恥じない裁きをああできるならくれ僕のこの手に正義の力をほら何も起きないだよな。
緊急速報です。現場の俵山さん、いかがですか？
はい、こちら先ほど園児を含む人質8名が無事救出されました。
Yeah, that'd be so
怪我などはない
freaky.
ようですが、現在近くの病院に搬送されています。容疑者である音原田九郎は園内で死亡しているとのことです。警官は発砲しておりません。死因は確認取れていませんが、犯人は園内で死亡した模様です。
Also, what an absolutely horrific story.
Did I hear correctly? Did it really happen?
Yeah.
Was it simply done by writing down his name? Killing indirectly,
Oh,
pen and
what
ink
is
and paper. Writing is the gun I only have to aim. Could this be the hour? Unimagined power waiting to devour.
This like cadence and feel sounds familiar.
The hardest rains, the coldest winds are waiting for the hurricane. The human stains and all their sins blown away. The earth will shake, the sky will scream once they feel the power of the hurricane.
強制とは何だ。
全員服役中複数の犯罪例殺人かつ有罪6名全員凶悪犯だが多分非常人格者だ。
6名全員死んだ。はい。
They're speaking really low.
全員心臓麻痺。ほぼ同じ時間帯。
Well, it's not you. It's like they're just generally speaking low.
Yeah.
Finally a chance to find a little justice. There's nowhere to run to once the name is penned. Take what fortune grants you, use it while you've got it. Once you have begun, you ride it to the end. Elegant solution, flawless execution, righteous retribution on the way.
The wordplay is not bad though. Like it's good.
Bring the wind. I am the mighty hurricane. The human
Well, it also, like, being like, I am the hurricane, like, you can see the god complex, like, from the get-go.
He's very clearly a kid.
I bring
Like
the pain, so be afraid.
a young teen who just
I will bring the
does
power
not
of
know
the
what he's getting himself into.
Well, I also look at it, like, from the perspective of, how do you live with this if you don't double down, right, on what you did the first time was right? Because if you don't justify it as, like, these people were worth killing, then you have to grapple with the fact that you just killed someone.
Also,
You
no,
know.
it's just the immediate switch of like, I can also use this to cover my tracks. is like where it starts to completely fall apart, where it's like,
Yeah,
it's anyone that I deem as worthy, and that's where it's like, no, you're just a
Well-
cult leader at this point.
well, that's the thing, right? Like, if a person sees themselves as like an agent of like a god or some higher cause, right? Like, they can only get away with so much, but if you view yourself as the god, anyone who opposes you has committed heresy, and if you're the god, that's the highest offense they could ever do. So
Yeah.
you could justify, if you have enough of a god complex, that they are just as guilty as like a serial murderer. Even though that's crazy.
Yeah.
The writing in the background is also...
It's very cool. Of all the names.
Yeah.
I would be curious to hear the undubbed version, because I'm curious what the actual actor sounds like.
Human stains
Yeah.
and all their sins blown away. The hardest rains, the coldest winds.
I do not mind that voice.
The human stains and all their sins blown away. The earth will shake, the sky will scream. Once they feel the power of the hurricane.
Hey!
この1週間で28名が全員心臓麻痺で死んでいる。
妙ですね。全員凶悪犯。クズを一掃したとも言いますが。
どう考えようと殺人は殺人だ。
これだけ広範囲にこれだけの人間を
I'm very
ほぼ同
curious
時間
who
帯に
plays
殺せる
out.
なんて可能でしょうか。薬物も
Me
毒物
too.
も使わずに。
I want to know what they look like.
28名心臓麻痺で死亡。偶然じゃない。
They found
これだけ言い
an
たくなか
incel.
ったら L に頼むしかないな。
誰です
They found an incel.
か ?L って。
An
L
NL.
は本名も居場所も顔すら誰も知らない。犯罪捜査にかけては天才的な能力を発揮する人物だ。
はい。
インターポールも FBI も凌駕するほどの頭脳の持ち主。各国政府も一度は L に協力を仰いでいる。
名前だけは私も知っています。でも L は自分が興味を持った事件でないと引き受けないんですよね。
いや、この事件なら必ず引き受ける。
L をご存知なんですか？今までに L にあった人間は一人もいな
I
い。
do like the inclusion of the
会ったことは
screens
ない
and
が
stuff.
何度か一緒に
I like
通
how
話し
they're
たことがあ
playing
る。
that
残念
because
だ
they're
が
using it in like
この事件を解
in
決でき
universe
るのは
ways.
彼だけだろう。
なんで残念
Like
なん
with
で
the
Yeah,
news
it is-
report.
It is
近寄り
pretty
に行っても
interesting.
L のや
I
り
do
方は
like
グレーゾーンが多
everything
い
they've done with the stage
でも
production so
L が
far.
捜査した事件は全て解決されたんです。
Yeah.
その通りだ。
Like for the previous song, the stage wasn't really that big, but they had him go on like the Terrence
Well, the
Forever.
bit-
That was,
The
oh, I
big
like this
thing was
music
like the
already.
names in the background.
Is this our boy? No, it's just like
It is just like
is he gonna do the thing? Yes. It's gonna be fun to see them like sing together. How that dynamic.
I love that with the rotating stage.
Yeah, that's really fun. It's like he's slithering like a snake.
よ俺デューク
なんだこいつ。
いや
嘘。計画だ。計画。
怪物が見える奇妙な怪物が
あ
ああいやじゃあ大丈夫幻覚じゃねえ俺は死神だうわ
The overacting is amazing.
ノート落としたなあおい
What was this experience like listening to this?
リンゴ俺リン
I just-
ゴ大好物なんだ
Honestly, I was just guessing
So,
what was
Shinigami.
going on.
俺のノート
Also, I love how everything in the stage presence is just
ただの
dark.
ノートじゃねえって知ってるよな。
僕をどうする気だ？殺すのか？魂を取るのか？
いやいやいやいや、お前には何もしねえよ。でもな、死神に取りつかれた人間は地獄を見るって言うぜ。おい。いやいやいやいや、人間界に落ちた瞬間からそのノートはもう人間界のもん、つまりお前のもんだ。でもな、お前が死ぬ時、俺がそのノートにお前の名前を書く。それがデスノートの所有者と死神の間の絆なんだよ。
お兄ちゃんいる？
入るな。
どうしたのよ？
大丈夫。俺の姿が見えんのも声が聞こえんだもん。お前だけだー。わー。
なんでもない。
わー。
ごめん。何？
This was an experience not knowing what was going
お
on.
い、デスノートに触らせんなよ。
何？大丈夫お兄ちゃん？
大丈夫。で、何なのそれ？あ、ミサミサのライブ。
お兄ちゃんの大学合格祝いライブのチケッ
Oh,
ト
so this is whenever they first mentioned
絶
Misa.
対すごいって一緒に行くの行かなきゃダ
And
メ
you have no context
Hi,
for
hi.
who Misa is. That's so fun.
Uh,
I'm ready
yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think I'd answer that.
あなたもそうでしょ
And I'm
I
really
was not
curious.
sure if that was just a beginning of a greater song or not.
デ
That's
スノート
really
に触った
funny.
人間は死神の姿が見えるようになんだよ。そうなったらやべえだろ。
そういうこと先に言っといてよ。
ああ、忘れてた。うわ。
何？
いや、人間界にノートが落ちたのはこれが初めてじゃねえが、これだけの人間の数の名前を1週間で初めてだぜ書いたのはお前が。
だってこの社会を見てみろよ。世界のために消えた方がいいやつばっかりだ。
Also,
全てが
what an
腐ってんだよ、リュ
absolute
ウク。
diss.
腐った連中は。
What a,
Like, you couldn't even wait a week. Like, some people actually had some, like, moral conflictions. Nah, you're a special one, aren't you?
not only did you write names in this, you wrote the most I've ever seen.
死ぬべきな。
うわ。でもこれ普通はビビって書けねえんだけどな。
初めは怖かったよ。でも
No, you weren't.
そのうち
Not according to this musical.
誰かがこの
Yeah.
話しかしなきゃいけないって気づいた。だったら僕でもできるんじゃないかって。そのためにたとえ自分の精神や魂を犠牲にすることになったとしても、それだけの価値はある。僕には使命がある。
あ？
今世界が気づき始めてる。ほら見てごらんリュウク。検索すると彼を崇拝するファンのサイトでいっぱいだ。
キラ？
僕をそう呼んでるみたいだね。キラ救世主だって言ってるよ。
救世主？
世界中の人間
I
が
like the like, chanting
誰
in the
かが
back.
正
It's
義の審
very,
判を下
very
す。
creepy. I
もう
like
じ
it.
き罪を犯す人間はいなくなるはずだ。世界はもっといいところになる。僕がいい人間だと判断した人間しか生きられなくなる。
そうなったらよ、この世界に悪党はお前しかいなくなるな。
何言ってんだよ。本気だよ僕は。ずっと学年トップの優等生だ。だから僕を選んだんだろ。
俺がお前を選んだ。学年トップの優等生だから。いい外れ。俺はただノートを落としただけだよ。それをたまたまお前が拾った。
だったらなんで落としたんだよ。
まあ退屈だったか。
Where I come
yes.
from is a world of
I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick, so I'm gonna take a quick
No
bathroom
worries.
break before the song starts. But I think
I will
that was
entertain,
fantastic
I
with the
suppose.
dialogue. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like that. I feel like condensed a lot of everything down to some good. Yeah, I really like this though. This is really good. I am surprised your stream is still up though. Very good. But yeah, so I don't know. I know there isn't like too many people in here, but anyone watching the VOD, just remember this was that point where Nightlen went to the restroom and then I did something. I don't know. It was kind of crazy.
You
actually.
entertained. You entertained. Yes. Okay.
Yes, I entertained.
Yes.
You weren't supposed to hear that.
Well, I am wearing headphones. Otherwise, this would be a very echoey reaction stream.
Well, I didn't know that, so that's a little unfortunate.
But all right, we will get back
Bone
into
and
it.
dust, no need to change or readjust. Where the plight of human beings is ignored, and all I am is always bored. So from time to time I visit, seeking fun and self-defense. It's no big deal, really, is it? And of no consequence.
I like that. I like that. Oh.
Kira, your brand new name, the masses cheering. Kira.
Oh, really? This might be my favorite song so far.
I really like Ryuk's voice actor.
Shinigami sit and gamble all day long. It isn't right, it isn't wrong, for there really isn't very much to do.
The rhythm and cadence here is just absolutely so much fun.
Humans are such funny creatures, always thinking you're so smart. So we look down from our bleachers while you tear things apart. Except for Kira, your
Oh, he's mocking him.
name, the masses cheering. Kira, don't know he's like Yagami, playing his dangerous game. The more things change, they say that, the more they stay the same.
Yes,
You think you're
like that.
making changes, but the only thing you can change is your name, because it's Kira.
That's so good. I love that.
It is such it's such a diss.
The only thing you can change is your name. That is
Who makes
so
a list
good.
of people whose names are right down and oh look now there's an apple. Mind if I just take a bite?
Oh, wait, pause it.
Perfect
That's
frame.
a double. That's a double
Oh.
right there. The only thing that you can change is your name, and the entire
Yeah.
plot is trying to figure out L's name
Yeah,
because
that is
because it's not his real
yes,
name.
yes. Yeah. Well, I think
So
it's
the
also
only
one of
thing you
those
can
things
do
where
to protect yourself is
it's
to
one of
change
those-
your name.
it's one of those interesting things too in like from like the political side of this, right? Because like there's things like the death penalty, but the thing is like even if like Akira existed, right? The things that lead to crimes happening, even if you knew that there was a good chance you die if you did a crime, like that wouldn't change the problems that lead to crime happening in the first place. So
Yeah.
it is a very simplistic way of looking at the world, what Light's trying to do. However,
Which
I
he
will...
is very much reveling in, and I am enjoying it a lot.
Yes.
I love
Also,
this song a lot. This is such a good one. Like, we're 25 minutes in. This is
yeah,
what, probably the fifth song?
I think
It'd
it's
be
the
nice
fourth
if I had-
song, yeah.
It'd be nice if I had a song list, actually. I wonder if I could find that. Because that'd be fun to, like, follow along, see what, so I could, like, rank them or whatever.
Yeah, that would be interesting. This stream's going to be long, so we're not going to do that this stream, but that could be interesting.
No,
for
just
a
like me
future stream.
personally, so I can
Yeah.
like keep track of like what songs I
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, there's probably a playlist of the different songs somewhere on YouTube.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
I am really curious about Misa.
Oh, this is the concert. Okay.
私もそうなの。
Right?
だから私の初めての曲は
Oh, did you find a playlist that had like the different song names?
大好きなヒーローに捧げます。
No. I assumed because that was what the sister was talking about.
Oh yeah, the Misa Misa.
She was
concert.
excited.
So,
she was like singing the song.
Yeah,
that was the thing that I was like, oh, is she about to like break out into a song? Okay, I did find, I think, the list.
Well, I'll give you some context. Misa ends up being like a sort of love interest for Light, but like the most abusive, toxic relationship I think I have seen in any piece of media ever, on both sides.
Oh, I'm very excited, morbidly curious right over
well, I'm saying that I don't know in this if it's as bad as it is in the anime, but
Well, they say I'm too young, and they call
that's a very
me
different
fool,
voice.
who can't possibly know my own art. So they tell me to wait till I'm finished with school, but right now is when love wants to start. And the world may be cold, and the world may be cruel, but this world is all that I've got. So what I'm dreaming of is somebody to love. Oh, you're ready, 'cause I'm ready or not. Because life is so short and the road is too long to believe you can walk it alone. But together we might find a place to belong. But together we'll face the unknown. If you're ever afraid, you can just lean on me and become all the things that
This voice does not fit.
I thought the same thing. I thought the same thing just listening. That it didn't.
I was trying so hard to figure it out. And I was like, this is off. It's good.
Yeah, it probably sounds better in the sub version.
I would imagine this would sound more like K-pop, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think that is the feeling. I think the sub singer probably was
like,
better.
Even like the dancers and everything, the way they're dressed, it feels like this should be like very, and it feels like it needs to be sung in like Japanese or whatever.
Yeah,
I imagine it would be Japanese, but yeah, it feels like something that would need to be, because it's like it is a different cadence, a different rhythm. But I do like the singer. It's very good. It just doesn't.
Yeah. It just doesn't
and
fit
maybe
the
I'm wrong.
character. It doesn't fit the character. And I was thinking about it just from the perspective of who Misa was in the anime. And also there's like a lot of Japanese dialogue. So I actually don't know what her role is in this, despite listening to most of the thing. Because I don't know if she can't do the same thing she did in the anime, because there wouldn't be enough time for it. so I'm very curious.
Yeah. It seems as if, based on her song, she's going to act in direct contrast to the views of Light. At least from her perspective, right? Because it's like all about embracing what is, right? And that's something that Light can't do.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see how those things go. And it's interesting to hear her predictions as somebody who does not know a version of... This will be her first glimpse into like a version of like an end of the story, which is really fascinating to think about. But I do know, okay, I haven't listened to like what the end was because it's like all in Japanese, but I have heard from people in the Death Note community, some people say that the Death Note musical has a better ending than the anime or the manga.
That's fascinating. That's fascinating.
Which I'm very curious. Yeah.
No, keep going. You're good. Also, I love their fedoras. Always will.
That reminds me of the first YouTube short.
Yes.
I love the costume.
I love that Ryuk is just here. Like, not for any reason. Honestly, he shouldn't be here, but he is. Okay.
He's just vibing.
Baby, I can love you, come on over here now. Are you ready? 'Cause I'm ready, set, go, go.
Okay, I'm vibing now.
Come on over here, are you ready? 'Cause I'm ready, set, go, go.
This is how I'd imagine Misa looking based on the anime, so I do have to give them major props for that.
The outfit department is... That must be a ton of work. That is like a lot of unique outfits.
I feel like if I was in the audience, Ryuk would have stole the show there for me, and I probably would have just been looking at him the whole time.
I'm ready. あなたもそうでしょ。I'm ready.
ミサってすごいよね。
すごいね。
I love the fact that he, like, canonically just took that detour.
でも元気いっ
Although
ぱ
I
いだ
guess
な
they went to the show together, so it makes
一緒に
sense.
来てくれてありがとう。お兄ちゃん。本当はこういうの好きじゃないんでしょ。
いや好きだよ。結構感動したし、特にあれ歌う前にキラに捧げますって言っただろ。あれ最高だったな。
へえ、あれちょっと嫌だった。
いや
だってキラがやってること、あれ絶対違うでしょ。
だってさ、犯罪発生率が 64% も下がったんだぜ、キラが出てきてから。
お兄ちゃんが教えてくれたんじゃない。何でも法にのっとって裁くべきだって、正しい手続きを踏むべきだって。
いやだからさ、そういうまどろっこしい時代は終わったんだ。
じゃあさ、もしキラに会えたとしたら。
もし
もしキラと話せたら、そしたらなんて言う？
やめてって本気でお願いする。正しいことしてるつもりなんだろうけど、間違いだって。もっと深く考えて思いやりを持ってって。そう、お兄ちゃんみたいになってって言うかな。
That is so funny.
I get afraid and all hope is gone. I reach for your hand and I don't want.
Oh, you naive child.
Okay, so this is really funny. This is so funny. Whenever I was listening to this, this is gonna sound so dumb, it's obviously a different voice. I thought it was the same singer, and I thought it was still Misa, but like, in a more... Okay, this recontextualizes what I thought was happening so much.
Someone like you, who's scared but won't run.
It was his sister. That was a big misread.
Because the best of us can come from any place. Helping the rest of us to face what we must face. We all need a hero, somebody to help us to be brave. We all need a hero, and someone here to save.
I'm so disappointed.
We all need a hero.
Pause it. Oh.
Oh my god, this
so
could be made into a
this
meme.
Is so good.
When the girl you like doesn't care about her FNAF lore.
I'm dying. Oh my gosh. His expression killed me. Because I think to myself, it's his sister, right? That's his sister. So it's like his sister comes over here, and I feel like she said something similar to this in the first like couple episodes, didn't she? I feel like
she said
there was something where
she
I think it was the first line.
And like in the show too, you got to the point where his dad was like the head of the police chief. So like
that was a big point of contention.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because he's like. He has such a big ego, my gosh. It's so bad. Oh my goodness. I hate to say it, but he sucks so hard.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
He's
it's
such a loser.
It's very similar to Breaking Bad, where like, a lot of people hate Walter White. But also, there's that voice in the back of your mind that's like, I love you, and I want you to succeed, but also... You're a terrible person.
But this is so satisfying to see. And we're only 30 minutes in. Are you just being here?
Canon.
And so win or lose, you fight the good fight. As long as you try with all your might. A heart that is strong.
This is so good.
That is true. A heart that will risk it all to do whatever he can do when something must be done. Showing us we can do the same thing one.
It's just like you, sweet summer child.
We all need a hero to rush in and try to save the day. We all need a hero for dragons yet to slay. We all need a hero to show us that deep inside.
The view sucks.
There is a kind of hero too, like the one I found in you.
That's Misa?
A dream of chasing dreams, a light that's always burning bright, chasing the dark from the night.
So they're supposed to be harmonizing. You weren't wrong, she was here.
We all need a hero.
Yeah. It was just, well, they changed some plot stuff, which makes sense.
We all
And it
need
seems
a
like they're correlating their optimism.
Yeah, I will say for some context, because I feel like most people who watch this probably are familiar with the anime to some extent. Misa was like a hyper fan of Kira, which they might do like something different here. I'm unsure. But it was interesting that you thought they were opposed, like, which is actually like.
Well, I wouldn't say necessarily not in the realm of possibilities. I just meant more in perspective of like what the song was about. Like,
yeah,
I mean, you can write a popular pop song about being young and wanting love, and wanting also bad people to go away, because it's like that would be in cultural.
Yeah, it makes sense.
A direct opposition to that, you know.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways.
We all need a hero, believing that deep inside we'll find there is some kind of hero too, like the one I found in you.
Whoever gave Ryuk stage direction is an absolute master.
Yeah.
Yes. They're just being like, all right, don't listen to any of them. You're fine.
And just 30 minutes into this, everything about this has been better than the entirety of the Netflix DeathNote movie.
Also, the fact that the cloak was a change is bloody brilliant. It's bloody brilliant.
こんばんは、あるいはおはようですか。インターポールより世界同時中継で放送しておりますので、ご覧になっている場所によって変わってくるかと思います。私はリンドエル・テイラーです。
I'm sure you remember
といった方
this.
が分かりやすいかもしれません。
I do.
名前は聞いたことあるけど顔は見せたことなかったのに。
なんでこんなことを？
危険だ。
リスクを生じてやってるんでしょ。
すでに皆さんもご存知でしょうが、犯罪者が殺人のターゲットにされるという事件が連続して起きており、今や犯罪史上類を見ない大量殺人にまで発展しております。
大量殺人？
言ってくれるね。どんな手段を使ってもこのような恐るべき怪物的犯罪は阻止しなければなりません。よって私はこの殺人の首謀者、俗にキラとして知られている者を必ず逮捕することをここに宣言いたします。
必ず逮捕するってよ。ここに宣言するってよ。
このノート以外証拠はないんだ。捕まるわけがない。
キラー、お前がなんでこんなことをしてるか動機は簡単に読める。だがお前のやってることは悪だ。必ずお
I'm
前を
so curious to see how
これこそが正義だろバカ。僕の邪魔をするやつ。
I hope he's just like spot on accurate.
Oh, I'd love that so much.
Because that would be so funny.
Oh,
もう少し脳みそがあれば面白い展開になったのに。世界が協力して必ずお前を見つけ出す。
Also interesting that he wrote that in
全
English.
世界が目の当たりにする最高の切り返しだぜ。お前がやってる大量
Well, it's an English name.
社会の信頼。
どうしたんだ？どうした？
さよならエル。そんなバカな。一体何があった？エルがキラに殺された。
一体どうやって？
全世界よ、これでキラの力が分かっただろ。
見事だ、キラ。直接手を下さなくても人を殺せるんだな。でも今お前が殺した男リンドエル・テイラーは実は有罪判決を受けた死刑囚だ。
That's right.
この
Get
男が
screwed
逮
like.
捕されたことも有罪になったこともメディア
Interesting
に
that even
極
he
秘にして
used
おいた。
somebody who was
いくらキ
a
ラが
convict.
彼のことまで知りようがなかったわけだ。
おい、やられたな。
だが
Well, the explanation in the show was the person was on death row.
No, it's interesting because it's like
エルは実在する。
kind of
he
similar thing.
Well, it stops him from,
being liable.
yeah, it does. And if the person was
But
going
it's
to
also
have the
the
death
same-
penalty anyway, right? Like,
Yeah.
you have somebody who was scheduled for death versus somebody who has their whole life ahead of them.
さあ、やってみせろ。殺せるなら殺してみろ。何をためらっている。
気は確かか？死んでしまう。どういうつもりだこいつ。
さあ、遠慮するな。殺せ。ここにいるのにできないんだな、キラ。つまりキラにも殺せない人間がいるってことだ。これは貴重な手がかりだ。
貴重な手がかりだよ。
手がかりをくれたお礼に教えてやろう。さっきの会見は世界同時中継だと言ってたが、実は
He looks so depressed.
So it's actually interesting here, and not enough people point this out. L does not need to say that he narrows it down to a specific region. He does it because he's similar to Light in the fact that he's bored and he enjoys playing a bit of a game with this too. Like, this is unnecessary,
Yes.
but it's sort of like if we were playing a game of chess and you gave me an extra knight and I just like blundered the knight on purpose against you because I'm like, I want a fair fight where I'll beat you anyway.
So basically what you're saying is that L is in canon actually an incel, but with a high IQ.
Yeah, I mean, okay, no, in canon, I don't think that L could qualify as an incel. You know what incel means, right?
Like somebody who's shut in, unless I'm stupid. Like somebody
No.
who doesn't go outside. Okay.
No. Do you not know what incel stands for?
That would be
my
really
God.
funny.
Okay. Do you not know what
Yeah.
it stands for?
yeah, that's funny. I mean, no. So the meme is that these are people who have not seen the outdoors. No, so it is a member who is not is unable to attract a woman. That is somebody who is considered in internet talk to be somebody who is shut in and is not going outside, is not interacting with the outside world. That is what it means, but it is not the way that I used it. And I feel like people get that. It is funny though. In context, it doesn't even matter. It's funny. I get it.
No, yeah. I refuse to believe that L could classify as an incel. I don't believe he has attraction towards
Which
anybody.
I assume means that he does have a love interest. But the fact that he is like so extremely pale and disheveled does make it seem like he literally does not go outside that much.
Yeah, I mean, he probably spends most of his time on... Anyway, this was a weird side tangent to get on.
I'm glad it wasn't that bad. I mean, that wasn't horrible.
Yeah, no, it's just funny.
ああ、可愛いなこのエルってやつ。
お前を死刑台に送るのも そう遠いことではないだろう。
He's talking so much trash.
また会おう、キラ。
Okay, we're gonna get to see L. I'm very curious.
He's got
what
the
actor
fit.
they got
He has
for
the
this.
slouch.
He does. He's wearing the white shirt, probably
He's spinning.
classic
He's
jeans.
spinning.
He is spinning.
And do you mind of anything?
Okay, it's actually really accurate.
It's too accurate.
All your queries to learn where things begin.
Oh, the voice is
You
perfect.
analyze by working backwards. Effects reveal their cause.
He's British.
For even perfect crimes have perfect
really.
flaws. The calculus of a solution, while changing stays the same. A stronger mind and evolution determine who wins the game. I poke and prod to find a weakness where the bend becomes the break, and make most of Kira's first mistake. The game begins the same way. I look for patterns on the screen, connecting bits of data until I find out what they mean. The game begins. A kilobyte of information, soon the corners turn.
I love this choreography so far.
By
Yeah.
using all you've learned.
It's like, you know what it feels like? Here, pause it real quick.
Yeah.
It feels like someone, like, it feels like an animal stalking a prey, right?
It does. And the way...
It feels intentional in a really good way.
It does. And it looks just like it's from the anime, too. I'm very impressed.
I also really love, again, I love the technical digital effects that they're doing, where they have like the screens behind them, and they're able to do these, like, it looks like they almost have TVs propped on the stage actually to do these effects.
I
it
think
looks
they
really
do.
cool. That's really cool.
I mean, they must have for like the name sequences earlier. I think that's the only way you could do it. Yeah, no, it's very impressive.
We'll draw you in and then another one will draw you out again. The game begins the same way. I look for patterns on the screen, connecting bits of data until I find out what they mean. The game begins the same way. The chase is on, the die is cast. I sift 1,000 pixels until I chase you down at last. The game
Dang.
Oh, this visual too, I like.
Yes, bring it back.
どっか行こうぜピーカンだしよお前もうL ってやつに一発食らってからずーっと
何も食らってやしない。
あれ地雷踏んじゃったとにかくよあれ以来もう超退屈で超つまんねえよお前ずっとデスノートとにらめっこしたまんまだしよ
すごいルールがあるんだ。
はいはい
デスノートに誰かの名前を書くときその死因まで決められる。こういう行動を取るって。つまり ターゲットを決めたら自殺させることだってできるんだよ。
リンゴ買ってくれねえと自殺しちゃうぞ。
ちなみにさ、死神を殺す方法はないの？
So just for context, for those who don't know, in the show, it does say that to Ryuk, the apples are basically like what cigarettes or tobacco are to humans. He's having withdrawal symptoms.
屈させて殺そうってやつじゃねえのかよ。実際今もう退屈で死にそうだしよ。なあ、リンゴ買ってくれよ。俺たちにとってのリンゴは人間にとっての酒やタバコと同じで切れると
I didn't know it was going to tell us. I'm a true DeathNote head.
おい、今忙しいんだよ。わからないかな？
かなじゃねえよ。お前いつも忙しいじゃねえか。よく検証編ならねえな。
必ず L を見つけ出して始末する。それだけは絶対にやる。地獄に叩き落としてやる。
This was sponsored by Apple.
人間って面白い。なおい、地獄へ叩き落としても天国も地獄もねえんだよ。死は平等なりだ。生きていた時にいいことしたとか悪さばっかりやってたとか、あんなことは何の関係もねえんだよ。死んだら行くとか同じだよ。神の裁きとか最後の審判とかなものはない何にもない。
それを聞いたらがっかりする人間が大勢いるな。
ライト。
父さん、ちょっと待ってね。いいよ。
So they do keep this as part of the plot, which I'm glad because I thought it was one of the more interesting
母さんから聞い
things.
たよ。すごいじゃないか。
ありがとう。父さんこそすごいよ。キラ事件の最前線にいるんでしょ。
警察の威信がかかってるからな。
よっしゃ、親父はここで、キッチンで誰もいない。よし、リンゴお願いします。かっこいい。よリンゴビエー
He's going crazy.
かっこいい。リンゴ
リンドエル・テイラーって人のニュース見たけど。
あれは残念な結果に終わった。キラの存在は異常だ。それは間違いない。でも事の本質は人を殺せるその力だ。そんな力を持ってしまうなんて人間として呪われている。まあなんであれ、人を殺す
I love how everyone who talks to him is literally just dissing him.
小さいながら突破口は開いたかもしれない。
Kira sucks.
They're like
whoever Kira is, man, he's a loser.
ひどいトリックを仕掛けたもんだが、さらにキラは多分学生だろうと。
なんで学生？
被害者の死亡時刻だ。その時刻は全て授業時間から外れてる。学生のスケジュールにぴったり合うらしい。
頭いいね、その L って人。で、誰なの？本名は分かってるの？
Way to not be inconspicuous.
Do
you have a picture of his face?
インターポールの捜査を行うには匿名でいることが絶対必要なんだ。
Oh.
捜査方法は特別だ。
Excuse me.
だが、今日は一斉に捜査。犯罪者とはいえ、人の命を犠牲にしてしまった。今回の事件では許される。そんなことはない。
There are lines that can't be crossed. There are things you shouldn't do. For you pay too high a cost, and you lose a piece of you. You don't justify the means in the service of an end. Smashing laws to smithereens till there aren't any rules left to break or mend. Set a thief to catch a thief. Trap a liar with a lie. But don't traffic in this grief in the name of eye for eye. Nothing wrong can turn out right by saying wrong's all right to do. Men of principle must fight so the truth that's in the man that you are stays true.
You know what's so interesting about that?
Yes.
This is a more black and white perspective than Light. Like, this right here is so much more of a objective perspective in like the ideas being presented of like you cannot wrong a right with another wrong, you know? And
Yes.
I think it does encapsulate the big problem, which is like Light is basically, I don't know how old he is in the anime, but I'm assuming he's still in school, so I'm assuming
it takes it at the start he's 17.
Which makes sense, right? He's a 17-year-old. He does not understand the weight of death.
Yeah.
He does not understand the weight of what he is doing.
Well, it's also interesting.
That's obvious.
You bring up that it's black and white justice, that his father's bringing up too, but it's like, I guess the way that I'd phrase it is it's a black and white worldview where we're having subjective morality versus a black and white worldview with objective morality. And
yes,
it would make sense for a 17-year-old to see their dad have such a black and white view, see it through their subjective lens instead of a objective one.
Well, I wouldn't say it's necessarily that I'm saying it's like a black and white perspective of justice as much of it's someone actually, and I think this is more what I'm talking about, is somebody having values and sticking to them, right?
Yeah.
That's what he's presenting. It's like, if you have a system of law, you are presenting values, right? Of what your country or your place, your culture represents and wants to achieve. Whether you actually do that is of consequence, obviously. That is not, I'm not saying it isn't, but it is the whole idea of like you're making a promise, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like your success is based on how well your country or society or whatever brings up those values set, right? And individuals. That's just how it works, right?
Well,
so it's like
go on.
But it's like Kira / Light's perspective values is that there are a bunch of bad people and they all need to die. But there is no nuance in that. But there's no weight given to it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
which is interesting. I also want to just point out, I do think it's really clever what the musical did, and I did pick up on this whenever I was just listening. Of course, I was missing a lot of the dialogue, but his father was critical of Elle using a stand-in to get this information. Like, yes, Kira's, which doesn't happen in the anime or the manga. So, to point out the similarities, but also flaws in the process of both Elle and Light is fascinating because of how similar they are despite being on opposite sides.
Which, thinking about it now, it actually makes sense, like really perfect sense that Misa would side with Kira, because her perspective, the Shinagamis, Light, and even Elle all have the perspective that life is a game, right? Life is meant to be enjoyed. Yeah. That is life without weight, effectively. Light, it's life without balance. There's no sides of like, yes, but there's more to it, right? It's not all about like, you're young, you want love, but it's like, it's a dangerous place to go, you know, and you're gonna get hurt, and there's things like that. There's nuances to it, and there's a lack of experience, I guess.
A lack of experience. Well, that's the thing too. It's just one of those things where I find Light's, at least in the beginning, because how episode 1 is framed in the anime was he kills this one person, and then he goes through the major list of like the worst of the worst, and he just writes their names en masse, assuming that the Shinigami is going to take his soul and kill him or something. Which, I mean, that makes sense, right? Like, if you think that we're probably going to be damned just take out the worst people with you. But then we're subjected to no punishment, and also if you went from killing one person to, like, potentially hundreds. Like, at that point, who isn't going to psychologically break and be like, well, I'm just a terrible person if I don't create some justification for this being actually okay in my mind. Because it's already been done. You know,
yeah, which is
I was like a loose cannon.
Which is the basis of the rule of law. It is effectively the line that he's talking about, right?
Yeah.
Or at least in my mind. The justice is the enforcement of punishment.
Yeah, no, it's definitely interesting. I'm gonna unpause. So
Kill someone as a substitute. You don't load a gun, close your eyes and shoot. You don't kill a man just to buy a clue. This is not a plan lawmen can pursue.
Father, you know that I feel as you do for these lessons I've learned at your knee.
You're such a liar, and you're bad at it.
Maybe by working with you, helping you will be helpful for me. You don't kill someone, you don't kill someone.
Double there. Very subtle.
You don't load a gun, close your eyes and shoot. You don't kill a man just to read the signs.
That's no better than bad the good defines.
Never cross these lines.
Never cross these lines.
Never cross these lines.
Fascinating.
Elf likeness just kills me. It's too good.
It literally is perfect. The props too, having the keyboard over there, just for some reason, is great.
Murder televised. Kira killed a man who he thought was really me. What information is eluding me? With just a name, how can he kill? What other data does he have to see? Does he need a face to apply his deadly skill?
Hi.
殺された犯罪者たちが日本のメディアでどう報道されたか調べてくれますか？具体的に言いますと、ニュース、新聞、雑誌等で犯罪者たちの顔が公開されたかどうかチェックしてほしいんです。
How can I ever be at ease with Al? His methods lack a moral code. And as for Kira, he can go to hell, taking Elle along down this dark and evil road.
Dang, how dare you say that about your son?
Among the secrets and the lies, familiar faces watch you, but with a perfect stranger's eyes.
頑張りすぎじゃねえか。使命を果たしてるだけで。使命？俺たちがノートに名前を書くときはたまたま目に留まったやつを書くんだけどな。僕はもっと考えて仕事する。はあ？なんだよそれ。捜査本部の捜査情報。父さんはパスワードに独創的なものは使わないからね。いくつかこれかなっていうのを推測して入れてみたら簡単にログインできた。死神は人間の顔を見ただけで名前がわかるって言ってたよね。わかるよ。じゃあ L に会えたら奴の本名を僕に教えることもできるんだ。
できるけど死ねえな。
なんで？
人間のやることに死神が関わっちゃいけねえってルールがあるんだよ。ムカつくだろ。でもデスノートを拾った人間とある取引をすることはできる。その取引をすれば死神の目を与えてやれる。
どんな取引？あ、カゴいっぱいのリンゴとか。
いいなそれ。いや、その人間の残りの寿命の半分だ。どうだ？ L の名前がわかるんだぜ。それをノートに書けば一発お前の勝ちだ。
What
give away half of my years to see somebody's name. I'm smart enough, so it appears, to win this stupid game. I'll rid the world of any criminal who wants to play, and also rid the world of anybody who gets in my way. The line is quickly blurring between what's right and what is not. I don't care who gets hurt now, as long as I get one more shot.
Yeah, that was great.
That was fun. I really liked the imagery there. It's like looming force. Imagine getting bested by a, well, being semi-bested by a 17-year-old.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine that.
どうしてきっかり1時間ずつなんでしょう。なんでそこにこだわるのか。
私がキラは学生である可能性が高いと言ったからじゃないですか。
そのことは一切外部に漏らしてはいませんが。
これでエルはキラが警察の情報を入手できる立場にいることに気づく。
まさか私の部下の中に。
あるいは捜査情報を入手できる誰か。
刑事たちマジ切れするな。
Oh, is he eating sweets? Oh, that's perfect. Oh, I love that. I was the type to give himself diabetes.
ということです。
バカらしい。いくらなんでも我々を
What? I'm confused.
I'm pretty sure he grabbed a sugar cube and ate it.
Oh. Doesn't he do that in the anime?
Yeah, he loves sweets.
エルは警察の動きを探り、警察はエルを探そうとするだろう。エルは我々が怪しいって言ってますが、顔を見せていないのはエルだけです。つまり僕がエルを見つける必要はない。警察が僕の代わりにエルを探してくれる。見つけたら僕がエルを始末する。死神の目は使わずにね。
Why give away half of my years to see somebody's name? I'm smart enough, so it appears, to win this stupid game. I'll rid the world of any criminal who wants to play, and also rid the world of anybody who gets in my way.
Man, he's got a good crazy face.
Yes, they both do. It's good. I was really good at like that stalking pose.
Between what's right and what is not, I don't care who gets hurt now, as long as I get one more shot.
臨時ニュースをお伝えします。FBI 関係者から匿名で情報が寄せられました。それによりますと、キラ事件の捜査をするため、FBI 捜査官たちが東京に到着した模様です。現時点でキラはアメリカの犯罪者100名を殺害したと考えられています。
FBI だってよ。国際的だな。すげえなライト。でもな、死神の目があれば FBI の連中だってクソみてえなもんだぜ。奴らをチラッと見ただけでバララッと名前が分かっちまうんだからよ。
全員の名前は必要ない。一人だけでいい。ハリー・ベルだ。
ハリー・ベル？
Yeah, I got
キー
to
ワー
this
ドから
part
検
too.
索して突き止めた。
I mean, this is all covering like the first couple episodes.
It is interesting how like they're taking things from late in the story and making them earlier and things.
It seems like they're more like setting things up, right? It's like small little things that seem important.
Yeah, it's just fascinating how they've adapted the story, and it'll be interesting if you ever watch the anime, which I don't have too much hope for, but it would be.
Why would I need to? I'm watching this.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Haley Bells? What sort of name is Haley?
Oh my goodness. I love anytime there's like that clock sound.
この紙にキラ事件の捜査で日本に来た FBI 捜査官全員の名前を書け。
キラキラキラキラ
I don't know if they really explain this well, but clearly they're being manipulated by the DeathNote.
あらかじめシナリオは用意しておいたから。
This was a really good scene, though. I really liked it.
ハリーベル。
Yeah.
日本に
It
来た
was pretty
FBI
good.
捜査官全員の名前を書き、それを渡した後、11時13分出発予定の電車に飛び込んで死亡。
Oh, it shows just
僕
how
を捕まえるつもりだったんだろ
insane he is
そのため
too.
に来たんだから。
He's gloating in this.
これで世界は思い知る。
Like, seriously, he's got some issues, man.
It's one thing with these people coming after you to manipulate them into their death, but like, he's gloating.
Yeah.
輝く世界をこの手で
He's become drunk with power.
I mean, how could you not, to a certain degree?
Don't kill people.
Yeah, but if you have the power of life and death, you know.
Don't use it. Oh, that's a
Oh
cool
my
effect.
god, what a scene.
That's such a cool effect. Oh, that's so freaking cool. That might have been the coolest thing I've ever seen on stage. What the heck?
キラ事件の捜査に来た捜査官12名全員同じ日
I
に
had like
死
that,
亡したそうだ。は？ある者は事故で、ある者は自殺で。
そんな FBI の捜査官が。
キラのターゲットは犯罪者だけじゃないということだな。
天下の FBI の捜査官まで殺すんですか。邪魔者は片っ端から容赦なしか。
Yeah, they had that like parallax effect.
ターゲットの死因まで決定できる力もあるらしい。
これを操作するって命がけだ。いやむしろ自殺行為ですね。
降りたい者は降りていいぞ。
I mean, if I was on this task force, I'd leave. If I'm dealing with somebody with supernatural power of death on their side.
そういったことは一切ない。私が戻る。
Like, I'm not
残るか降りるか。
against that.
各自決断しておくように。
子供がいるんだ生まれたばかりだ逃げたくないでも家族を守りたいもし俺が死ねば母は一人になるでもキラをこの手で捕まえるまではなぜ愛する家族犠牲にできる俺は父親ださあ罵ってくれ息子にはまだパパが必要だ娘をどうか理解してくれパパの決断を
Reminds me just the singing of a scene in Les Miserables.
わかる年だろうこの人生をかけるとか
Also, can I just say, it took me a long time. I'm kind of impressed by this. It took me a long time to realize and acknowledge the fact that they weren't singing in English.
Yeah,
I was just reading the subtitles. And
Yeah.
it was fine. They're really good singers, though, I will say. I think that like the dubbed is really good, but I think there is something to be said about like the original performances. And I imagine they're both pretty good.
I absolutely agree, and on my own time, I probably will try to find. I'll find the sub version.
I'd like
listen
to
it.
see and see like the voice for Light and L.
For Light and L, especially, and Misa,
Ryuk.
because I already know the Misa actor in Japanese is probably a lot better. No offense,
I would
to the
imagine
English
so.
singer. They did a good job.
You're too good,
The voice just,
actually.
you know,
It's too in the wrong range register.
Mm-hmm.
やるべき仕事を今はそれだけを輝い焦げよこの命かけて登るか降りるかこのまま行くのかまだ越えられないこの一線だけは
Oh. It's okay, bud.
It'd be a very hard thing psychologically, because being a police officer, this is like something that you theoretically would have made peace with, that protecting others is more important than your own life. But then you have it directly challenged.
And I think that's the thing that's unfortunate is like L or Light doesn't have anything to lose. Like Light and L, they both really don't have anything to lose except for ego, right?
Yeah.
It's like these people are their whole song's talking about like all the things that they have to lose, their families, and
yeah,
like,
nothing is
the
making
effects
them
that they
play
will
this
have.
game. Yeah.
Exactly. It's like none of this has to happen. I love the chanting.
キラこそ求め続けた正義震え上がれ犯罪者たち今さら隠れても無駄だ真の裁きをキラが下すとき人を守るべき法律が正義に背くなら被害者たち救うものは新世界の神の罪だけどご自分の嫌われ方乾いたこと
And it's like there you can see the appeal of it.
キラこそ正義間違いない邪魔者は皆殺しとは
Well, I mean, also...
And then you have that side, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's also one of those things where if you're just a normal person in this world, I mean, at this point, right, because, like, even with the TV stunt, right, there's nothing that would make you think that a supernatural power like this does exist, so you very much could see it as vengeance of a wrathful god that's punishing a world gone wicked.
If only they
Like,
knew it was just a really angsty teen.
Yeah, but if you were a normal person in this world, and, like, all these people were dying of, like, heart attacks and such, there's no way you'd be thinking to yourself, like, it could be just some kid. Like,
yeah.
like,
is a
probably comes to
kid?
the conclusion that it's like, no, this is a god we're dealing with. Like, there's no way it could be anything else.
Yeah. But I think that it's interesting that another thing that I think is interesting, him saying this, you've gone and shown your true nature. I like the fact too, like the Shin Nagami was making fun of him for changing his name, but like name means nature, so it's like in both of them changing their name, they're also concealing their true nature. And I think that's really interesting. So it makes me wonder, it's like, what is L's true nature?
That, honestly, if you get more into the DeathNote fandom, there is a scene that encapsulates it completely. That would be way too much of a spoiler. But let's just
And
say,
to be honest,
I think it's kind of dark.
Okay. Ooh. All right.
But go
I like
on.
that.
Just, you were gonna say something.
I was gonna say like the whole idea of like him being like like compulsively snacking on sweets and things and like that. Again, it is these continuous theme of like these very like childish things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, these little, and look, I've got a sweet tooth. but what I'm saying is more, it's like in addition to everything else, there's almost this like childish aspect of like a life, right?
Yeah,
it's a game.
I swear, we gotta watch the anime, like the full thing sometime, because man, your thoughts are spot on and remind me of so many different scenes.
がお前は正義じゃないただのクレイジーな人殺しだ新世界の神なのだ見せてやる真の正義とは何か
Also, I love how they are both yes, there it is. Roll credits. But I like how each other's have, like, they both at this point have been framed as each other's like overarching force, right? Like in this one, it's like you have light or L over light, and then like the other one you had this like almost having this demonic kind of thing to it, and I like that a lot.
Well, L's also towering over light at the end of this scene too, which is interesting.
No, that's what I was referring to. I really like that.
DeathNote.
Spoilers.
Oh, I mean, this is a spoiler from you. Yes, there is more than one Kira. And this is fascinating too, because in the anime, like, this is assumed to have happened, but we never get a scene of them first picking up the DeathNote.
Oh, that's fun. And that's Act 1, right?
I assume so.
Maybe. It seems
I mean, I think that would be a logical place for... It probably was. I don't know if there is a... I don't think it says, but that's as good as place as any.
Act 1, maybe not intermission, but like Act 1. Arc 1, you could say. It's setting everything up.
Yeah, I would say so. There's a huge arc that happens in the anime that I know they unfortunately did not have time to include in this, and it's like such a big arc. I was like waiting for it the whole time, and it was like, oh, okay, we're getting close to the end. It's clearly not going to happen.
Dang. Yeah, it's like I'm none the wiser.
Yeah. It's kind of scary how much I think it would play out kind of like this in the real world, because I think a lot of people do have sort of a might makes right mentality, you know?
Is it just like kind of sad that I think honestly the most likely event is that this would become like a high society thing where like this would be like sold off to like rich people?
You know what's funny? There was a story after the events of the thing where, let's say, Donald Trump might have ended up with the book.
That is like... That's really funny. I mean, not funny, but that's really funny.
And the funny thing is, I'm not really joking. I'm like... That's a more normal reaction to seeing a god of death, by the way.
Also, it's interesting too that it looks like she's in like a wedding dress.
Yeah. Well, I guess this is probably it's a very good depiction of Rim, I would say.
Yeah, it is interesting to see them like in clothes that aren't like. It seems like they're like tattered and like worn, like they've worn them forever. But I do like the way that she like.
怖がらないで。私はレム。
レム。
死神だ。
死神？って本当にいるの？
いる。
私を殺す気？
I love how intense she is.
殺そうとしたのはあいつだろ。君を追ってきたストーカー。君を救うために奴を殺しておいた。
あなた、キラね。
いや。
助けてくれたの？
君の命を助けたのは私じゃなく、ジェラスという死神だ。
どういうこと？
So I didn't know that they went into this because I couldn't understand the Japanese, but this is fascinating that they do go into this.
Jealous.
そして見ているうちに、君に恋をしてしまった。
私に恋？ならなんでその死神は来てないの
？Interesting relation to the song she was
死神が人
singing.
間を助けたら罰として自分が死ぬことになっている。ジェラスは君を助けた瞬間、砂となって消えてしまった。
Yeah, so this is a
残された
fascinating
のはデスノートだ。
part of DeathNote lore is it's not that they can't kill a human that's going to kill another human. It's the act of intentionally extending someone's lifespan. They are not permitted to do, and it will kill them if they do so for that human. They could kill a human that ends up benefiting someone else's lifespan if they didn't do it for that reason. But if they do it because they care for the human, they only exist for taking life.
So, are Shinagamis basically, and I know this is like a weird, is it like vampirism with less steps? Is that a weird way to put it? But like, I'm sure there's another cryptid that probably would be better, but you know what I mean? Like, obviously, it's an entity of death, but like, more so the idea of it like sucking life from you.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a way of looking at it, and it is one of those things too. Whenever they take lifespan from humans, they are adding it on to themselves. So, like,
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Like, it's in a way of immortality.
Yeah, it is basically immortality. Just you can't protect anybody that you love ever, and you can only use your power for evil.
Yeah.
Which that's definitely a high price. There is also the theory that, and this is an interesting theory in the DeathNote fan base, that Shinigami are former DeathNote users. But it is a highly contested theory. I will put it that way.
死神は人の命を奪うのが仕事だ。助けてはいけないんだよ。
あなたはキラじゃないって言ったわね。だったらキラは誰？
デスノートを使う人間。
どうしたらキラに会える？
会わない方がいい。会ったら不幸になる。
違う。幸せになるの。子供の頃ね、私の親殺されたの、目の前で。その犯人はすぐに捕まったけど、裁判が遅れに遅れて釈放になるって人までいた。そしたらキラがちゃんと罰を与えてくれた。だからキラは私にとって救世主なの。
You could almost say ruthlessness is a mercy to oneself. One could say.
In a different context, I feel like that might
死神の目を持てば会えるかもしれない。
almost work.
死神の目を持てば人間の名前と寿命が見える。ただし、もしその人間がデスノートを持っていれば、見えるのは名前だけ。
キラみたいに。
そう。その場合は名前しか見えない。
どうすればもらえるの？
君が残りの寿命の半分を私に差し出せば。
私の寿命あとどれくらい？
それは言えない。
半分取って構わない。パパとママが殺された時、私も死のうと思ったの。キラに会えるなら惜しくない。
Extremely sad, and I don't like that.
私ね、ママとパパが死んでたら楽しいと思ったことなんか。
I can make you feel slightly better about this. So it is interesting that she gets offered this, but also a part of Death Note lore is if a Shinigami does sacrifice themselves for the sake of a human, they do get that Shinigami's remaining lifespan added to them. So since the Shinigami killed themselves to save Misa, her lifespan theoretically could be in the hundreds of years.
もうなかった。ここが嬉しいと思えたのはキラが犯人を。
Huh?
What an interesting loophole.
I mean, it could be. Like, if he had, like,
Again,
500 years... Yeah.
Yeah. Again, it adds to the idea of, like, it all being up to chance, which is something that Rim says, so that's kind of interesting.
殺してくれた時だけ絶対に見つける。キラに会えるなら寿命が半分減るくらいなんでもない。
What I see in your eyes is a counterfeit emotion, nearly true, pretty lie.
Not the voice I expected, but it is surprisingly pleasant.
Like a frog in a well, who is sure he's in the ocean. You believe in the spell of this thing that you call love.
Like, it is surprisingly haunting.
As I will, I just don't understand.
I really did like this song whenever I was just listening.
For mortals and fools, never turns out quite the way that you planned it. So why do you break all the rules? What I feel is so real that it sets my poor heart racing.
The off voice is here again, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Though you live 1,000 years, half a life is the deal to discover who you're chasing. Half a life, even so, worth it all if he appears. Try as you might, you will not understand.
But I do like them harmonizing, though. Oh, that's nice.
For mortals and fools, never turns out quite the way that you planned it. Love makes you break all the rules. Love can make you come alive or take your life away. is made, then it makes you wary and afraid. Try as I might, never will understand it. Love is for mortals and fools.
That is a lot right there.
It is.
Love is for mortals and fools. That is cinema.
I really like the costume designs.
It is really nice. I do. I also feel like I understand Misa's character. I feel like a little bit better now, and it does make a lot of sense. Why her song in this focus so much on like receiving love.
Yeah, and
it's very sad.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like something that she's desperately missing and needs, and it's like now she probably sees it in Kira as somebody who like she almost probably considers that as an act of love, and when in reality it was chance.
It's very parasocial.
It is very parasocial.
And this is crazy too that this was made 11 years ago, 2015.
エルから報告があった。
Very good.
調査の結果、我々捜査員全員、キラとの関連性はないと証明された。
I still can't get over that train scene though.
当然のことだ。
That probably was the best use of the set so far.
誰だ？エル。
I mean, we're only a little over an hour, I think, into it.
キラは顔と名前だけで誰でも殺せる。キラを捕まえるのは命がけです。
そうだな。
でもエルは自分の顔さえ見せずに我々に命令するだけ。
全く信用できません。
私も同感です。リンドエル・テーラーの時のやり方だって FBI の捜査官12名が殺されたらもエルのせいだって世間の評判はそうです。どこかの犯罪心理学の専門家がエルとキラは同一人物で二重人
I
格なん
really
じゃない
like
か
how
って
they
言っ
have
てる
these
そう
like
です。
dark, almost like hand-painted looking backgrounds for these kind of like sections.
双極性障害のナルシストって言ってるんじゃないですか。
君は誰だ？
私はエルです。
エル？何かの
Oh, yeah.
冗談か？
いいえ。あと、私、
Oh, I love it.
殺人
It's so
が起きた
funny.
場合もありますし、
And he
ちゃん
has
と証拠も
chocolate.
用意しておきましたから、
This,
きっと疑われるだろう
this
と思
is
ったん
cinema.
だ。
エルだって証拠は？
キラにとって胃の一番に殺したい人間はエルでしょう。それなのに、なんでわざわざ自分からなりすます奴がいますか。
でも顔を見せないのがエルのやり方でしょう。なんで今にやって？
キラという異常人格者を捕まえるためなら全てを犠牲にしたって構わない。そこまでの覚悟ある捜査員だけになってから自分の正体を
Oh,
明
you
か
know
そう
what
と
this reminds me of so much? This kind of like relationship between L and Light reminds me so much of like the relationship between Sherlock Holmes and Moriarty and like Sherlock.
I have, oh my god, you have no idea how funny that is, because I told you I was listening to a female reactor of the DeathNote series, and she was obsessed with Sherlock Holmes, and she was constantly comparing that relation, and each episode, she was doing like hour-long breakdowns, and she was always saying...
Because it's funny, because in that show, show, a little bit of a spoiler for that, I guess. It's not really spoiling any of like the major plot points, but you know they have the classic duel, and it ends up Moriarty just makes a complete idiot of Sherlock because the answer to the mystery is so freaking simple that Sherlock just completely overthinks everything.
Yeah.
And it literally ends with Sherlock being like, "Oh, you tapped your fingers and you were tapping the code. That was the answer the whole time." And he's like, "Nah, just use my cell phone, dude." Like legitimately, he's like, I have this thing called the internet.
It's so easy. No, but that
It's
that
so
is
easy.
hilarious. I will say, like, Death Note is a show that's like, I think 40 episodes long. At least 25 of the episodes of this reactor she mentioned.
Beautiful. I am so happy. That makes me so happy. I do like that show a lot. I thought it was very, very funny. I just needed to mention that.
No,
I'm glad
that's
I
great.
did.
こういう座り方しかできないんです。ちゃんと座ると能力が4割落ちてしまうもの。
Canon to the anime and the manga.
What?
It
キラに
is.
つい
It's
て判明
canon.
していることは
My power! It's
何見て
shrinking!
るんです。
I'm
I have
sitting
to
down.
like
私
this.
だけスイーツ食べてるなんてずるい。食べます？
They're just like so over it.
This is perfect.
で、現時点
I
でキラに
love
ついて
the
判明してい
chair.
る
I
こ
love
とは
L's chair so
関東地
much.
区に住んでいるかもしくは住んでいたか。
Yeah, I don't know if that chair, if there's anything necessarily like that in the anime, but it's
死ぬ直前まで操ることができる。
It fits.
これは12名の FBI 捜査官全員が違う死に方で死んだことからも明らか。さらに警察の捜査情報を入手できる立場にいる。それと多分学生。またもう一つ。
He's looked for your son.
幼稚で負けず嫌いですね。
どうしてわかるんです？
And that poor, because he's just like me.
Each time I challenge, he responds. He takes the bait as if he's taunting me. He waves 100 magic wands.
Oh, that's, I think, literally the point of this
Men
song.
just cease
Okay.
to be. I haven't figured out just how. He doesn't kill them with a knife or gun. But if you ask me here and now, I'm pretty sure that Kira is your son.
Dang.
何の冗談だ。
Just said it.
いくら
Just said it outright.
こんな凶悪な犯罪。なぜ息子なんだ。
一体何言ってるんだ。
私だって間違いであることを望みます。よかったら食べてください。ですが、私の計算ですと、彼がキラである可能性は 5%。
たったの 5%？
この事件において 5% は十分に高い数字です。ですが、私も八神ライト君がキラでないことを願っています。残り 95% にかけて、私も東大に入学しました。キャンパスでライト君を監視するつもりです。
That is so funny. He's like, I'm gonna be surveilling your
ラ
son,
イト
by
の
the
優
way.
秀さに驚くだけじゃないか。
Oh man, and how it happens in
も
the
う
anime is
十分
even
驚いてます
better.
よ、八神さん。
I swear, we gotta get you on the anime at some point.
They have so many. It's so fascinating
本日は晴天なり本
how many participants they have on the stage.
Yeah.
I am so impressed by the stage design.
Oh yeah, they've done a
That
great
is very
job.
cool.
Making
Is it like?
Yeah.
I love it because it allows them. It's obvious that they're like doing things in the background, setting up, changing things. But I love that you get these moments where it's like for just like you set up a scene that's like a simple news report, and it's like it works for the moment and the intensity of like the moment before it, but then it also has like an internal process. And the fact that they have to think about that and plan that out is just so impressive to me.
Yeah, it
はい
really
あ
is.
りがとう。今年の東央大の入学式は異例ではありますが、新入生代表が2人おります。
どちらの生徒も入学試験において全科目満点を取りました。
嘘だろ、そんなやついるのかよ。
いるんですよ。では名前を呼ばれた者は壇上へ。新入生代表八神ライト君。
はい。
龍河秀樹君。
龍河秀樹って言った？まさかあのアイドル歌手の。
同姓同名かよ。
面白くなってきたぜ。
That
is so funny.
警視庁刑事局局長八神総一郎の息子さんですよね。
It's so interesting to know if L is more concerned by the fact that he hasn't caught him yet, rather than the fact that like he wants and believes that it's the right thing to do to catch him. You know, it's like,
yeah, no, that is a fascinating thing to think about. Like, which is more important? Like the people dying, or like, I haven't solved my puzzle yet.
It's like the Rubik's Cube isn't working.
Yes.
I took all the stickers off, and for some reason I can't solve it. Don't get it.
That's a great analogy.
誰にも漏らさないと誓っていただけるなら、キラ事件に関する重大なことをお話ししてもいいと思っているんですが。
誰にも言いませんよ。で、何？
私は L です。
I wonder, is this guy for real? I wonder, is he who he claims to be? And if he isn't, what's the deal? Why would he make a point of telling me?
He doesn't rattle easily. He's such a common, cool, collected guy. And if he kills while he's with me, like it or not, I am his alibi.
All or nothing, so let's get to it. This time stalemate, but just you wait. Clock is ticking, so let's just do it. Let's begin. Thick or thin, lose or win, this is it. It was obviously fake, so he inoculates himself from me. He's waiting for my first mistake, so I'll wait also, but more patiently.
Just like two actors on a stage, go through the motions that we both rehearsed. Our little new atomic age. Eyeball to eyeball, we'll see who blinks first.
All or nothing, so
well, that answered my question.
This time stalemate, but just you wait. Clock is ticking, so let's just do it. No taboos, light the fuse, win or lose, this is it.
I know you're gonna love my brand new song. It's full of private little hidden clues, so we can find each other in a crowd. And when we do, you know I'm yours to you. I feel like we were born for just one thing. I know
Baby, calm down.
I don't even know you yet.
Like, seriously,
We're coming on strong.
You were very subtle with your first song, but
I got a
need you to
bromance
calm all the
with
way
this
down.
dude. It's 2026. I don't need no
Like-
woman.
like Misa, dude, I like L.
Yeah, Misa. Like, have you never heard of the enemies to
got a
Lover's Stroke?
This time stalemate, but just you wait. Clock is ticking, so let's just do it. Let's begin. Light the fuse, go all in. Win or lose, I win. This is it.
No, I might be a little bit partial because I'm a huge chess nerd. I do know that song was named Stalemate. I think that's my favorite thus far.
It is
in this musical.
indeed. I do like it a lot. That was very
Yes.
good. anytime they're on stage together, it is always a treat. I am missing my Shinigami voices a little bit. I need I'm forgetting names again.
Ryuk and Rem.
I need Ryuk. Give me Ryuk some more.
Honestly, all oh my god. Did I tell you who plays Ryuk in the Death Note movie?
Who?
I'm forgetting his name, but he plays the Green Goblin in the first Spider-Man movie.
Wait. Is it Willem Dafoe?
Yes, Willem Dafoe plays Ryuk in the Netflix adaptation. It was the one thing that movie did with. It was the one thing they casted perfectly. Now they did slander Ryuk's character, but it was so cool. It was the one part of the movie I really vibed with.
I feel like that would be perfect. It sucks that they ruined everything else. Apparently.
Yeah, but that part was cool.
会えたらやっとありがとうって言える。You wake me, you take me, remake me more than anyone.
Is this the very, very subtle song that she wrote for Kira?
I owe you more than anyone. You rescue me from all my tears. I gladly give you half my years. I'll pay any price for finding you, then spend what's left reminding you my restless life is worth so much more because of you, worth living for. If I find you, maybe love me too. I'll only love you more.
Please get this child new parents so she doesn't have to cope with the terrible 17-year-old.
キラへのメッセージとも取れる一文が含まれていたとのことです。こちらが問題のメッセージです。16時の渋谷での交差点やお互いのことは死神の存在で確認できる。
ノート？どういうことなんだ？
Is that the subtle message of the song?
Honestly, in the show, I think we watched it enough to know Light is freaking out whenever Misa's on scene, and it's like, this dude is a liability! I really wish that you had the anime for context, because it's a lot funny.
It's clear now. You're near.
That's so funny.
Please don't run away. I feel you.
It's so funny that it's like the voice is so jarring.
It is. I feel like this is like, it would be better if we could hear it just in the sub, but it's
not this particular one because I've already slandered it to death. I'm sorry. Ben is very touchy. Like Raider kind of gives it to himself.
Yeah.
Ben is like, let me touch you. Let me braid your hair.
Just trying to be entertained. What I think is so interesting about that, actually, and it took me rewatching it a couple times to come to this revelation, and maybe I messaged you about this, but I think how Ryuk and Rim act, they are Shinigamis, but I think from a narrative perspective, they are also manifestations in a way of their inner demons. Like, Ryuk is bored and apathetic, sort of how Light is before he gets the Death Note, where he just wants to see...
Oh, that's so sad. I hate that you brought that up, because it's like, she needs... that hurts my soul. She feels like she needs that physical touch that she needs. I hate you. What are you doing to my heart?
Anyway,
that is so sad.
This is what happens whenever you. This is what happens whenever
Misa
instead of
might be my
watching.
favorite character. Because I feel so bad for her. I'm just like, oh my. I need someone to be her parents.
It is so funny. People either really love Misa or like, oh my god, I can't stand this. I don't know about in this, but in the broader Death Note universe.
Yeah. Very subtle messages, by the way.
I really like this outfit on Misa too.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. It's a different outfit entirely. Like
the costume changes are so quick. Yes, L come spin around, spin around. Spin around, my best spin around.
明白な事実が突然裏切る
This makes so much more sense whenever I can understand all of the musical.
Because the writing in this is very good.
Well, it's just also fascinating too, because like they're changing the stories in ways to like condense it down, which as a person who's interacted with every medium of this, I do find it fascinating.
And this being my first like full kind of sense of the story, it's interesting. Dude, that is literally just life.
I'm pretty sure this is like motifs too, with some of the things I've heard in the English.
「何かが装飾を続ければ」「異質こそ本質変わり荒れ狂う」「熱狂の渦がさらってゆく」「わずかに残る本質さえ」「いざろ死神」と真実の境を探せ生と死の分かれ目いたろすべてを認めよこの闇の彼方に
What lies beyond this darkness? Which is life.
Yep. I have a feeling it's just not even about that, though. I think it is, like he said, it's funny that it is all or nothing.
It is. Well, I mean, we're putting her life on the line, even like going after the supernatural power.
Yeah, but I have a feeling literally L does not care. He does not give a crap.
We're probably right about that too.
Like he would die for a glimpse at the unknown if he could understand it.
Yes. What an interesting scene. Oh, okay. If you've watched this, you'd understand it better. Okay. I feel like, do you understand what's going on here?
Is this supposed to be footage?
So, no, okay. She took the Shinigami she took the Shinigami Idol, okay? But Rim explained
it's the names.
But here's the thing. If a person owns a DeathNote, even if you have the Shinigami eyes, you cannot see another DeathNote user's lifespan. But all of these numbers are everybody else's lifespans. So if she can find a person who does not have a number above their head, which is how the Shinigami eyes work, you would know that person. If they're not Kira, they at least would have possession of a DeathNote.
Interesting.
Which I feel like they did try to explain this, but as a person who's watched the anime and read the manga, it's like a lot easier to know what they're trying to convey.
Yeah.
Which that was a really interesting way of visualizing that.
犯罪者に逃げ場はない二人のキラが手を組んで追い詰める奴らを血なえまでキラはあなたなるキラは全力だキラは一線だろ正義のため熱い力
ミサ、頼むから聞いてくれ。君を助けたいんだ、ミサ。あっちはまだ君が誰か知らない。まだ時間はある。
レムには一生わかんないね。ミサとキラは結ばれる運命なの。愛と人生と死。この3つがミサとキラの絆なの。
I don't want him near her.
パパとママを殺した犯人を
Get away from her.
あ、彼だけ寿命が見えない。他の人なら見えてるのに。キラだ。キラ決定。八神月さん。
イサミサ。僕の名前は月と書いてライトって読むんだよ。でもなんで僕の名前を？
見えるから。
じゃあ君は。
What was that?
What's the question?
It's red as moon?
Yes! Okay, so that is an interesting thing. So the Japanese language, it has different kanjis. His name is light, but it's read out where it means it's like, but in the Japanese language, it would mean moon god.
Oh, that's fascinating.
It is fascinating. And that is canon in the anime and manga too.
レムがくれたの。
レム？見えないな。
私のノートに触れば見えるよ。女の死神。あ、
女。
そう。女。でも完璧に女子じゃないけど。紹介するね。
Oh, interesting. What was up with the statue?
何かしたら私が黙ってない。
Don't know.
レムは私のことをもうやりすぎってぐらい守ってくれるの。可愛いんだよ。ねえ、今度はライトの死神見せて。うわレムと全然違う。
よリュウクって言うんだよ。
リュウ君、よろしくね。
こちらこそ。レム、人間界へようこそ。目いっぱい楽しむんだな。
君の死神と違ってリュウクは僕を守ろうなんて気持ち全然ないんだ。本当全く助けにならない。
それって死神の鉄の掟、ルールなんだよ。死神が人間の寿命を伸ばすようなことをやっちゃうと砂になっちゃうんだって。
死神も死ぬってこと？
そう。
それで何にも手伝ってくんないのか。
まあそういうことだな。
ねえライト、ミサいいこと考えた。
いいこと？
彼女にしてくれるならミサがあなたの目になってあげる。
本気なのか？
もちろん本気。
証明して。
本気だってこと？
死神の目を持ってるってこと
Please don't do it. I know it's gonna happen, but
あそこに男がいる。あいつの名前は
関わるなミス。
レム、
犯罪者？
ずっと僕を尾行してる。
あのおじさん誰か殺したの？
僕たちの中を邪魔しようとしてる。
やめろミス。
レム過干渉。
僕たちの中を裂こうとしてる。まだ始まってもいない。
引き返せなくなるぞミス。
僕が好きなら僕が言った通りに
聞くな。
レム
You piece
邪
of
魔
crap.
すんなよ。
彼の名は茂木勘三。
さあミサは家に帰って何事もなかったように。
世界が一変したのに
今はダメなの。
そんなのやだ。
少しの間だけ捕まったりしたら困るだろう。もっと悪いことになるかもしれないし。
that's the thing. Is like it's just how useful you are.
わかった。
大丈夫だと思ったら僕から連絡する。大学のキャンパスで会えばいい。
So it is interesting how much exposition is happening here, because this was just like for a long time like oh, I wonder what's happening. And it's fascinating how different it is from the anime.
あなたに振り返ってもらうために
Interesting.
死ぬほど頑張ったんだよ。
愛などいつか消え去る残酷な夢。
That is basically her inner monologue right now.
望み砕かれ嘆くのは
I really like her Japanese voice actor.
Yeah.
I think I like her Japanese one more, but I like Ryu's English one more.
It's so interesting that she seems to have like a connection with her despite that's, I don't know.
You would be very fascinated with where this goes in the anime. That's all I can
So,
say.
because it
just
seems like that it almost does, like, again, it is like what you were saying, there is that like almost motherly, maternal kind of feeling with them. And it's interesting because it's like almost contradictive with every freaking word that comes out of her mouth, and contrasting that with her actions towards Misa, because it's like something that is loving, and yet she doesn't believe in love.
Yeah. No, it is. Well, it's also interesting from her perspective, right? Like, she watched another one of her kind, a kind that does not
Exactly.
die for this girl.
For love. And for love, because he fell in love with her. And it's interesting too, like, it feels like every thing that is happening to her is in relation to the thing that she cannot have, or feels like she can't get.
Yeah, looking for love in all the wrong places. I mean, the story of most teenagers, to be honest.
Yeah, it's tales old as time.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is interesting, and I think like I really changed how I saw the Shinigami once I and I don't know if it's intentional, but I really do think it reflects like their inner monologue to some extent.
It does, I feel like, for this.
Which, of course, it would be like their inner demon. I mean, it's literally a death god.
Yeah.
ルールだけは破んなよ。
Of course, that would be ridiculous for him. He'd never do that.
I don't think that you can imagine this Ryu doing that for anybody.
No, there was no
つまり
way.
死神
And
の
I
存
mean,
在を
neither
認
would
めろ
lights.
いや認めろとそういうことですか。
局長の息子がキラだということを認めるより難しいですか。
もういい。みんな出ろ。
I mean, I'd be pissed.
Yeah,
I'm working with you and you're calling my son Kira? Like, how dare you?
Especially considering all the things that he said about Kira.
すみません、八神さん。あなたを貶めるつもりはなかった。
Oh my gosh, he has the
sucker. Yeah.
息子を疑い
the sucker.
自宅に隠しカメラを設置し会話を録
He
音し
knows
撮影までしている。
he knows the
それ
role
も同じかも。
he's playing.
だが疑わしいことは一つもなかった。一つもだ。息子は潔白だと断定するに十分だろう。
息子さん、今日渋谷のスクランブル交差点に行きましたよ。
だから
第二のキラに会いに行ったんだと思います。
またすごいこじつけだな。
模擬刑事に尾行を頼みまし
I
た。
I will say, just reading this dialogue, I do get they only have so much time. It does feel like Elle's just getting these things from
私
nowhere.
の息子を疑ってるんだ。
Which
なら直
I
接私に
understand.
残念ですが、
They're all time
それは無理
crunch.
です。
But in the
It is
anime,
though-
there
it
is like a lot more.
comedically- It is comedically hilarious, honestly.
Yeah. I'll just
because
knows.
you know that it just doesn't freaking matter, because it literally isn't about that.
Yeah, no, that
It
is
doesn't matter that he knows where he is, because now there's a second one.
there. Oh my god, we have to. Oh, at some point, I gotta take you through the anime because how the anime does this is so. It is peak
模擬
television.
刑事は殉職しました。
殉職？
他の者にはまだ言っていませんが、目撃者の話だと、歩道から走ってくるバスの前にフラッと飛び出したそうです。まるで、そのバスが来るのを待っていたかのように。
キラはターゲットの
Which is
名前と顔を
terrifying that it has that
確認
level of
殺すことができるんだろう。
The you mean like the Death Note being able to like make people do things? Yeah, it is
Yeah.
terrifying.
模擬刑
It's
事
like
の
we're
名前が知らない
possessed.
はずだ。
確かに。でも、この第二のキラは、名前がわからなくても殺せるのかもしれません。
Yeah, that's my only problem with this though. Is like L has answers, but we don't get to see how he came to those answers as much.
That's where a big ad spot comes on, and he's like, "Watch the Death Note here."
Suspicion surely lie with me. I must catch this monster Kira, so the world will see. My son is exactly who he seems to be. Honor bound and bound by honesty.
Here, bud.
Accusations, innuendos, theories full of cracks. Timelines and coincidences
I don't think
can't replace hard facts. But if what I'm seeing bends as light refracts, am I blinded
What a line.
to what my son lacks? If I thought these lies were true, would I have the strength to do anything I needed to for justice sake? Could I stand the pain and lies if it's Kira that I find behind light's eyes?
This is a very tragic song.
Listen to me, am I crazy thinking he could be some insane, unfeeling monster somehow raised by me? Must come to my senses and my sanity. Let me see the sun I need to see. Honor bound and bound by honesty. Honor bound to serve his family.
So tough.
Yeah, that's what a great introspective song. Like the sum up such like the horrific situation.
友達になりたいからテニスをやろうって僕の実力を知ってたって。
大丈夫ですよ、ライト君。私は
It's amazing the tennis scene got itself into here. The tennis scene is probably one of the most iconic Death Note moments that is.
ジュニアチャンピオン？そんな感じなのに？分かったよ。検索で。
あ、でもその情報から私の本名が分かるようなことはありません。
だよね。
ライト君近くで見ても超かっこいい。なんか正統派の優等生って感じじゃね。私龍河君がいいな。マジで？なんかさ独特な魅力ない。信じてください。いやない趣味疑う。
おい、あれ秀才2人じゃない。ちょっとこっち来いよ。何？
じゃあ6ゲーム1セット先取した方が勝ちでいいですね。
いいけど、まさかテニスに誘ったのは僕のプレーを見てキラの手がかりを探ろうとしてるってことか。いや、それはないだろう。
ただテニスをするだけじゃ彼がキラかどうか判断はできない。でもキラは異常なほど負けず嫌いだ。
敵意むき出して勝とうとするキラだと思う。またわざと負けたりしたら簡単に見破られてしまうだろう。勝っても負けてもキラだと思われるのか。おいいきなり勝ちてくるって。ウォーミングアップって言葉知らないの？
先手必勝ですよ。15 love.
That's probably one of my favorite lines from how they do it in the anime is he who strikes first wins.
Time to rethink and begin with a brand new game plan. Margin for error is slim.
He's on the brink, he could win. I can use the same plan. Time to start thinking like him.
What would I do if I got inside his head?
Thought like him instead.
Could it be?
Possibly.
I'll catch him when I look through his eyes, see what he sees, and then improvise.
Oh, this is a good song.
Until I can learn what puts him at ease. I'll walk in his shoes as long as it takes. So deep in my bones, I'm sure he is one and the same as the me who is playing his game.
You know what I wonder?
Yeah.
I wonder if L got the Death Note. I wonder if he would use it.
A lot of people have asked this question, and
yes, he would.
It's a fascinating question. Oh,
no,
man,
no, he would. You know why I know he would use it?
Why?
To see how it works.
I do think you're right. He'd at least test it out. I don't think he'd try to become a god. But
No. He would do the same thing in the pursuit of trying to figure out every possible way that it works so that he could find out what it means and what it's for. And he would probably be driven mad by the fact that it isn't for anything other than just death.
There have been many videos made on what if roles were reversed.
What does he do late at night?
I mentioned they're really interesting.
They are.
The sleeping does. he see pixels, not dreams. Hard to be true.
Because I get the feeling that they're. Sorry to pause it so much, but I find this really interesting. I feel like what this is really getting at is, and the feeling that I've had all along is like, they are the freaking same. Like they are two peas in the butt. They are identical, just on two sides of the same coin, right? The law and justice. It was said in the very beginning. Two sides of the same coin. And it's so funny that like, he was arguing against the teacher, like, "Oh, but you're correlating two terms that aren't the same." And here they are, literally proving that it's like, no, I mean,
they are two sides.
It might not be. It might not be. It might be. It might not be for justice and law, but it is for your.
Also, I just noticed. I just noticed this musical is so accurate because so many people have made memes about the fact that L so often is not wearing socks or shoes, and he's barefoot in this scene, which is just hilarious.
It's so good. Okay, you go. We're almost done.
We are. Harder, I'm sure, than it seems.
Mind you, it's also midnight.
Yeah, it is.
If I saw the world like a synonym, bit by bit, wit by wit, catch him out with. I mimic his will and learn his routines and feel the same thrill whenever my end is served by his means. I walk in his shoes as long as it takes. So deep in my bones, I'm sure he is one and the same as the me who is playing his game. Steady, I must be ever so careful. Don't move until you are ready. He will be careful too. Know it, always stay calm and collected. Don't lose your cool or you'll blow it. Then he will unravel you. Get into his head and under his skin. The things that he said, the food that he likes, the places
so
he's been.
cool.
I'll look through his eyes and see what he sees till I see the forest, not just the trees. I'll mimic his will and learn his routines and feel the same thrill. I know what it means. I'll walk in his shoes as long as it takes. Till deep in my bones, I'm sure I am winning my game. What I'm saying, I'm playing his game.
あなたの勝ちですよ、八神君。いや、楽しかったな。僕もだ。
Oh, I know you did.
これは本心からですが、あなたがキラでないことを祈ってます。どうして？あなたが私にとって初めての友達だからですよ。
青春だね。
でも僕はある種の殺人鬼だと思ってんだろ。そんな風に見える？
見えますよ、しっかり。
うわー、シビアだね。
ライト。
ミサ、来られたんだ。よかった。
お前、死神の目。
紹介するよ。彼女。
チャンス、絶好のチャンス。ピンチ、最大のピンチ。そしてミサちゃん、キーパーソン。
キャンパスに遊びにおいでって言ってくれてすっごい嬉しかった。でもこの後仕事なの。この近くで撮影があるの。だからあんまりいられないんだけど。こんにちは。お友達？私、天音ミサ。よろしくね。
どうも、龍河秀樹です。
見えてる名前と違う。
そう違うよね。本名見えてるよね。でもまだ言っちゃダメだよ。それは後でのお楽しみ。いたライト。
Oh my gosh, he was making fun of her, wasn't he?
でもな、 ちょっとあっけなかったよな。もうちょっとゲームを楽しみたかったよな。お前もさ、いいとこ目つけてたんだよ。だってこいつキラーだもん。でもな、お前、ツッコミがないんだよ。
I will not stand dishes for my girl
裏
Misa.
書いて、グッと踏み込まれるから。座れよ、俺が説
I
教して
wonder
る
what you think of her in the show.
I don't know.
誰がですか？
You ruined me with that one detail.
あれおい、こいつ気づいたんじゃねえか？ミサのことじっと見てるぜ。うわー、粘着質な目だね。これはなんかあるぜ、この目は。なんか掴んだ目だぜ。
八神くん、羨ましいな。18の3月号に出てましたよね。あれを見て以来大ファンなんです。
オタクじゃねえかよ。
ありがとう。ねえ、あれってミサミサじゃない？サイ
運がいいですね、八神くん。本当に運がいい。では。
じゃあまた。
ではまた。すぐに。
結局これでもお前の勝ちってことか。
いたずだミサの目が奴の名をついに勝利が。
はい、もしもし。
おお、なんかの冗談か。
拾ったんです。落ちてたんですよ。誰の携帯だと思います？
ミサのだよ。ありがとう、僕が返しとく。
こんなこと言いたくないんですが、天音ミサは逮捕されましたよ。
なんだって？
彼女が第二のキラであることを信ずるに足る理由があるんです。
マジかよ。
バカらしい。
実は第二のキラがテレビ局に送ったメッセージ、そのビデオが入っていた封筒の糊部分から微細な付着物が検出されまして、で天音ミサの家を捜索したところ、その付着物と同じものが見つかったんです。猫の毛、化粧品、服の繊維。
エル、お願いだ。ミサに合わせてくれ。
無理ですね。
ミサが人殺しだって本気で言ってんのか？
いや、キラに恋するあまり、キラの言うことなら何でもやるだろうと思っています。
お前見抜いてんな。すげえな、やっぱお前。
君は僕がキラだと疑ってんだろ。だからミサには合わせないってことか。
私も辛いんですが。
よっしゃー、面白くなってきたぜ。やっぱ人間界最高。
Ryuk's having too much fun. That's the real winner of the Death Note.
Wow, we're going full religious.
You can tie me up and you can hold me down and you can ask me questions, try to turn me around and take me to the edge and push me up the
Actually,
edge.
that's crazy how they have her.
That is some imagery right there.
You will never change my mind. No,
I mean, in the show, they have her restraint because we're dealing with a supernatural killer, and you don't know how they're killing.
so tie me up and try to break me. You will
It's
never change my
presented here as like martyrdom.
I mean, she is like a crazy religious follower of the cult of Kira.
I'm already gone 'cause I'm living on borrowed time.
キラはどうやって被害者たちを殺しているんです？
被害者じゃない、犯罪者。奴らが傷つけた人たちが被害者。
あなたの両親のようにですか？犯人を殺してもらってキラには感謝しているんでしょうね。
キラにはみんな感謝してるんじゃない？
たとえ正義のためと言っても殺人は殺人です。まるで自分が神であるかのように人の生死を決めることは。
キラは神様じゃない。ミサのママとパパを死なせるって決めたのが神様。キラはパパとママを殺した犯人は死ぬべきだって決めたの。 正しいのは
It's
そっ
so
ち。
funny because it's the
彼
same
らはこの世界
side.
をもっと安全な綺麗なところにしようとしてるの。道を歩いていてもひったくりに合わないような世界、ドアに鍵をかけなくても大丈夫な世界。愛がいっぱいなの。悪いやつも恐怖も闇もない。
ライト、光だけの世界ですか？
Light!
じゃあ
Like light, Yagami!
死神は？
死神？
A world without light.
渋
That would
谷
be
の交
dark.
差点で八神ライトと会ったでしょう。
あったからって何よ。
刑事を殺したでしょう。
殺してないし。
ライトに協力している。
You can try to trick me into what you're seeking. Give me drugs to make me stop
Yeah,
yeah,
I know. The voice. I wish they had a better Misa.
You can do your
It's
best
okay.
to do your worst to get in my head. I will hold on longer than you. Oh, so tie me up and try to break me. You can never change my heart.
I will say, from a prop perspective, that is impressive.
It is very impressive.
That
And
was
another
really
outfit
cool.
change too.
That is true.
I'm already gone 'cause I'm leaving. I'm bound. ミサ。
レム。
レム、なんでしょう。幻覚でも見てるのか。2日もこの状態だ。もう耐えられないだろう。捜査官としても子を持つ親としてもこんなやり方は許せない。許されていいはずがない。エル、君らいつか必ず代償を払うことになるぞ。
私がやっているんじゃありません。あなたの息子さんがやらせてるんです。嘆くべきは我が子の罪でしょ
う。我が子に罪があるとするならば、親である私が罰を受けねばならないだろう。私の息子はキラではない。
お願い。
You gotta feel for
殺して
him.
もう限界。
I mean, it would be impossible to even consider.
殺して。
I'm cheating death with every breath and every song and every sigh. 'Cause every day that I don't die is borrowed time. So tie me up and try to break me. You will never change my heart. I'd rather die than let you make me betray him. The years roll on without me. I'm already gone 'cause I'm living. Oh yes, I'm living. I'm borrowed time.
Is she really dead?
もう4日間もこうしている。
No. Okay.
どこまで耐えるつもりだ。
ライトを裏切るくらいなら死んだ方がマシ。
ミサ、死ななくてもライトを裏切らずに済む方法がある。
言って。
もしデスノートの所有権を放棄するなら、デスノートにまつわる記憶の一切を失う。八神ライトがキラだという記憶もだ。ただ八神ライトへの思いだけは、その気持ちだけは残る。
That's
It'll be
terrifying.
interesting
Don't
to
like that.
how much time this has left, but this ends up being super big in the anime.
報われない。
Which I don't think they had.
一方通行の恋になるだろうが。
I don't think they.
No,
Yeah.
that hurts. That hurts my soul. I don't like this. You did this to me. It's all your fault. You did this to me. You made me care about this person. Not myself. I didn't do this. I mean, to be fair, she basically is the only person justified to actually care about in this story.
I mean,
Besides,
she is doing her. Well, she's doing her thing because of love, you know. She's like she's guilty, like she's had the book and she's used it. But I think the dad's the most innocent in all of this. But
that is true. I haven't seen I think the extent we haven't actually seen in the musical itself her use it. So it's like it hasn't been quantified. True. Besides just like giving up the name and stuff. So it's like I haven't had that visceral element, I guess.
Yeah,
but no, I'm sure she's not that great as far as her actions, but I can't help but sympathize just because it's like she's like Batman.
Yeah, she's like Well, they also have her in like a martyrdom pose right now, so it's hard to view them as like a person who like is actively trying to help, you know, a mass serial killer.
Yeah,
but she's also not aware that she's doing that. Like she is seeing it from the perspective
like
of it being justified.
manipulated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is fascinating too that in episode 1 of the anime they do set up that if you use the DeathNote but you give it up, your memories of it disappear.
That is interesting. It's also interesting how, like, in the beginning, whenever they first met, she, like, did the hand motion where she covered her eyes.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I've been trying to figure out what the symbolism of that was, but it was very strange. Well, it felt very, like, ritualistic. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say, like, it's like if you were in a cult, you are coming face to face where we're interacting with the divine leader in your head, right? And also there's something with the Shinigami eyes where, like, whenever she sees other people, she sees that they're normal, and whenever she looks at him, she can't see the lifespan. True. Like, it would be very intimidating to look at someone that, in some ways, whether it's right to look at it this way or not, you could see it as them being, like, exalted, because, like, they're special.
By the way, that is... Just want to say this.
Yeah.
That is a direct Jesus pose.
Yeah.
And her crying at her feet is, like... There's a lot of, like, small, very, like... blink it and you'll miss it. I mean, like, there are I feel like pretty strong, you know, like religious elements within it.
Yeah,
parallels in like symbolism.
Yeah,
but it's almost it is kind of betraying, and I feel like they purposely laid it out like this, where you're supposed to see her as like a betrayal of like naivety in a way, which all of the characters obviously have that element to them, like we've kind of talked about in different ways. Not that they aren't well, that's the whole discussion being had, is it's not that they aren't liable for what they're doing, but it's this right here, it's like betraying almost like the sense of like injustice, right? Because the cross was something that was like an inherent unjust act, somebody who was without sin, right? Being having other people's sins put upon them, right? And I think that's really interesting, and how that relates both here and here.
It is fascinating, and I feel like, oh man, I'm telling you, you gotta watch the anime at some point.
Yeah,
you do, because it's even better.
Never understood understood its magic spell.
And it is interesting. I will say the English singers, I don't know if you're getting this vibe, but it's almost nostalgic because it almost sounds like, do you know, like classic like Christian rock, that sort of thing?
Yeah, that's exactly. I literally had that thought
of that too, and I wonder how intentional it is on the English singers and how different it sounds in the original language, if it also gives that vibe, or if the
I just want to point out
allegories. Yeah,
I just want to point out, like, this song is called "When Love Comes," and that makes me even more sad. So.
It can take your breath away, so that's what the poets say. Guess they ought to know, but who can tell?
This is such a direct contrast to what she was doing earlier. Or say.
Don't see it coming till it's standing right in front of you. When love comes, it takes you by surprise. You see things through someone else's eyes. When love comes, you'll never be the same. It scares you, still you hope it stays forever. When love comes, finally there's someone to cry for, someone I will gladly die for, someone who is all the way alive. Can't believe the peace I'm feeling, almost like it can't be real. Even if I die, love will survive. Funny the things a human heart will put you through. Don't see it coming till it's standing right in front of you. When love comes, it catches you off guard so easy. Don't notice it so.
You know what I hate about this song?
What?
It's beautiful, but my gosh, the realization that she only says this after she will not remember it, and she can't. I hate this so much.
It's also here's the thing too, right? This Shinigami is feeling love, and she has a one-sided love towards Light that obviously Light can't really reciprocate, because if she's not useful to him, she doesn't matter. And this Shinigami is having the same thing, because I don't think that Misa, just being a human, can really understand a god loving her. Where
Especially, yeah. Especially
it's like,
as she's put it, she's on borrowed time because of somebody's love that she never even knew about. Like, it's so funny because it's like her being a popular star, and like even that is. It's so funny that there are so many people being parasocial about her, and then she's being parasocial towards Kira, and there's so many like layers. Oh my gosh, there's so many layers to it. I like it a lot.
I mean, there's a reason why the Death Note story. I have so many other animes that I've wanted to watch. I've heard are really good, but I end up just rewatching Death Note because
I do have a question.
Yeah.
Is there a variation of this in the story, or is this unique to the musical? This kind of dynamic.
Oh, this kind of dynamic, except it is so much deeper, and there is so much more to it.
Oh no.
There is a whole arc that we are skipping, because what I will say is something very similar to this happens, and I don't want to say anything that's like a major spoiler, but let's just say to get out of this situation, it is a whole separate story arc that if the musical even tried to do, this would be a 4-hour musical.
Oh man, I almost wish it was.
We take forever to get through it.
Wait,
But-
I could just watch the anime.
No, we got to do that at some point. At some point, we got to do that.
Dude,
I know we got.
This is so much fun. I've really enjoyed this. I know we only have a few more songs left. 'Cause
Yes,
I think
we
I'm
are
looking at this. We only have like 4.
We are
Also,
getting
it's
pretty
really
close to the
funny.
end. Yeah.
All right.
What were you gonna say?
No, go ahead.
It happens way too fast. You hope you make the moment last forever when love comes. You're the only part of me I'm certain will live on. All I ask of you is to remember love is never gone. When love comes, don't let it slip away. Just hold on and treasure every day. When love comes, it struggles to belong. Don't fight it. Share a kiss and then surrender.
When your inner demons have better mental health than you do. Like, why did they get a character arc? I got nothing. I thought I was the main character. Oh my god.
エルがミサを釈放するはずねえしな。そうなるとエルの本名は永久に分からずじまいってことだよな。
本名を知る必要はない。
え？
エルはもう知ってるよ。第二のキラがターゲットの名前が分からなくても殺せるって。
おう、それで？
となるとエルはミサを抹殺するしかなくなる。エルの本名を知ってんのはミサだけだからね。
待ってお前、エルにミサを処刑してもらいてえのかよ。
違うよ。
じゃあなんでそこまでミサを追い込むんだよ。わからねえな。
私がミサを助けると確信していたからだ。そうミサを助ける方法は一つ。私がデスノートにエルの名前を書くこと。
僕を殺すことはしないよな。
なんでわかるんだよ。
僕を殺してもミサは救えないもの。それに僕が死んだらミサは生きる気力を失うからね。
そうその通りだ。あらゆる意味でお前はミサが生き続けるのに必要な人間になってしまった。ミサはお前の正体をばらしたくないとデスノートの所有
I
権す
hate
ら
how
放棄
smug
し
he
たい。
is about that. It makes me
私が
angry.
エルを
Okay, if it makes you angry, I will say in the anime this plays out so different where Light gets backed into a corner that like screws him over for like 10 episodes.
ミサは解放される。
I want to see that
そしてレモン、
now.
お前とはお別れだな。
やはり分かって
お前は知りすぎてる。このまま生きてられるといろいろ面倒だからね。ヘルと一緒に死んでくれれば一石二鳥だよ。
いえ死神を殺そうとする人間がいるとはな。
いいだろう。エルの名前を書けばいいんだな。
おいレムやめとけよ。
それだけじゃダメだ。
What a goat for even considering it, though.
ミサと幸せに生きていくことはできないからね。
Just getting it over with.
僕がキラではないと証明しなければならないんだよ。だからエルの名前の後に僕が練りに練ったシナリオを書き込むんだ。死ぬ前にエルには一仕事してもらうんだよ。わかるだろ？ミサが幸せになる方法はそれしかない。
I am curious as to what happens because I am clueless. for what the ending of this will be.
お前、あの
I
小
just know
娘が
some people
可愛
like
く
it
てエル
more.
を殺すのかよ。それをやったら俺たち死神はおしまいだぜ。理屈で人を殺すのは俺たちのスタイルじゃねえ。ジェラスを見ただろ。やめとけよ、レム。
お兄ちゃん、晩ご飯できたよ。
今行くよ。
Well, sis, I'm trying to manipulate some death gods. Leave me alone.
I have a theory as to how this will end.
Okay.
She's going to write his name in it. Like
that. You know, I don't know how it
you know,
because
you know why I think that?
Why do you think that?
We only have 3 songs left.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
and the last one may have spoiled it.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to spoil how the anime ends, but I will say the L-Versus Light story arc is really just like part 1 of Death Note. So, I do feel like somebody's got to die a little bit earlier on than what happens in the manga. / anime.
I guess we'll find it. Maybe I'm wrong.
Because the manga
Probably
and anime
not.
are pretty faithful.
僕が言った通りに書くんだ。
午後9時
I would not want this guy coming to my school. I go
No, I
home.
would not. I think he's probably banned. He's like, I'm sorry, you kept asking all the children if they murdered their parents, and that scarred them, so can you please stop? They're not Kira, okay?
A final trick up the sleeve, okay.
吐かせれば大黒不当の底に来い私の勝ちだ逃がしはしない
午後10時3分大黒ふ頭に到着
今こそすべてを暴こうこの闇を晴らして見せよう揺るがる真実浮かび上がるはず死神の影から姿見せるはず
東側3番目の倉庫に近づき鉄の扉を開ける
It's interesting that he's being manipulated by the Death Note. It's
Right.
like this is very different than
ライト
ヤエル僕を呼び出した目的はそれ殺すため
もう終わりだライトこのゲームやりすぎた
君は撃たないよ
どうして
そんな野蛮なまね君らしくないそういうゲームじゃないだろ
死神の奴らどこにいるここにいるのか
一人だけだよ見たいノートに触ってごらん
well, if he's not being manipulated by the note, it's a pretty good act.
いやリュウクって言うんだ
嘘だ本当に
あれドン引きか俺はこの展開にワクワクドキドキだけどな
それに名前を書くだけで殺せたのか。
ペンは剣より強く万能なりだ。
誰を生かして誰を殺すか、こんなにあっさり。
神のごとき崇高な裁きで決めたんだよ。
神のごとき。幼稚な殺人鬼が最後の審判遊びをしていた、それだけだろ。
あ、俺もそう思う。
黙って。
死神は裁かない。殺すのに理由をつけないからね。
俺もそう言ったんだけどな。
やっぱり君がキラだった。
君はもう勝てないよ。実は死神はもう一人いたんだ。その死神もノートを持っててね、書いたんだよ。君の名前と今夜の行動を。
I know by now you understand you're but a pawn upon a board. I've won the game but never gave up half my years. Life will continue just the way I've always planned. Let the cold hard justice crash the system. I've always stayed a step ahead, but you were with me all the way until I played upon a Shinigami's fears. For Misa's love, she wrote your name, then left upon a breeze into the sand of dust and darkness. This is the way it ends now. See it flicker, hear it humming. My power just extends now. Rem has written, you will write no more. I've seen through you right from the start. I've simply let you play your part. You'll never ever get away. Don't you see that you will die today? Is this the way it ends now? How could I not see this coming? The message that it sends now sounds exactly like a closing door. This is the way it ends now. See it blazing, hear it drumming. Feel how a minute spends now when you wish you had a minute more. Like a closing door. A minute more.
私を殺すためにここまでシナリオを練り上げたのか。
お前の勝利を隠しした顔がさ、どうしても見たかった。えええ、それにこうでもしないとやり合ったって言っても嘘っぽくなるからな。警察にはお前がキラだという証拠を見つけたって言うよ。で、僕撃ち殺そうとしたって。で、正当防衛で今度は僕がお前を殺す。きっと捜査チームに入ってくれ、第二のキラを見つけてくれってこんなんされんだろうな。そうなれば捜査も僕が好きなように引っかき回せる。そろそろシナリオのエンディングだよ。ほら、ピストルをこっちに。今度は俺が撃つ。抵抗しても無駄だ。書かれた通りの展開なんだよ。さようなら、エル。
お前は勝ったわけじゃない、八神ライト。勝負の終わりはまだ先のことだ。
I will say this. I do think this light's way more unhinged than in the anime, which is impressive.
That
や
is
っぱお前が
impressive,
新
man.
世界の神だぜ。
これで新しい時代が始まるぞリュウク。エルは死んだ、レムも死んだ、ミサはデスノートにまつわる記憶の全てを失った。振り出しに戻ったんだよ。僕とリュウク2人だけだ。
でも俺飽きちゃったんだ。また毎日毎日同じことの繰り返しだよ。ノートに名前を書いて人が死ぬの待つ、書いて待つ、書いて待つ、書いて待つ、書いて退屈だよ。それが嫌だから死神界から逃げてきたのによ。
何してんだ。誰の名前を書く。
お前の名前だよ、八神ライト。
やめろって。
会った時言っただろ。最後にお前の名前を書くのはこの俺だって。
やめろやめろ。
それがデスノートの所有者と死神の間の約束事なんでね。会った時は楽しかったよな。いい暇つぶしになったらお互いワクワクドキドキ、結構な暇つぶし。
新世界の神になるんだよ。死にたくない。僕には使命があるんだ。この世の正義は嫌だ。僕しかできない。僕は新世界の神。
Man, they really went with like the let's make sure everybody knows Ryuk is the only winner in this.
I think that's appropriate though.
神になったつもりで人を殺しまくってたけど、
We're just a man?
最後はいかにも人間ってくたばり方だな。
Well, that's actually interesting too, that near the end he's pulling out an apple, you know, because that like with the religious symbolism relates, at least in the Western world, to the first sin of man trying to be like God.
何にも残らねえ。こういうのが一番面白くねえんだよ。
I feel really bad for Misa and all this. Like, she's had her memories wiped, so she has no idea why she's been detained, and her love interest just died seemingly for no reason.
That is beautiful. Beautiful, my gosh.
I assume that's the end, and now everybody's just coming to bow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good.
That had a really good atmosphere to it too.
Yeah,
just like the departments that were responsible for organizing all of, like, the cinematography for like all the little aspects of it, the prop design, that just like everything, and the acting was good. I mean, of course, and I mean, like, just it's just a, I don't know. I think it ends on kind of, I think, what you could consider to be a like a kind of morbid note, that I think that it is the death of two very flawed mentalities, and I think that is something interesting.
I do think it is interesting, because in not even giving like a winner to the musical, right? Like, if you have Light win or L win, whether it's their intention or not, we're sort of signifying to the audience, usually good overcomes evil, right? Whenever both of them lose in the end, it's like neither is right. Both of these ideologies, they are masquerading as different, but they are both serving to their own self-righteous ends. One is just about justice, and the other one is the ego of solving the world's most mysterious murder case.
Can I just be honest? To me, honestly, the protagonist of this was just Rem. I think Rem is like the embodiment of actual having like an arc and having growth. Like physical growth. Everyone else did not change. The only person who actually experienced an actual arc, like character arc, was Rem.
Yeah.
Effectively making her story the predominant protagonist. I mean, that is like the definition of what makes it. And obviously it's, you know, you can have a negative arc, which is, you know, there, I don't feel like there really was that.
The
honestly,
thing is, we don't have enough time with Light before he gets the Death Note to see him spiraling into something else. Now, what is interesting, and I'm going to keep the details of this very brief because I would love for you to watch the actual anime. Instead of that wrapping up so quickly, Misa does get captured in the anime, but the amnesia thing applies both to Misa and Light, and we get to meet a Light in the anime that's uncorrupted by the Death Note. But in the musical, you can't have that whole separate story arc.
Yeah.
In this.
Plus, I don't think it
it's
serves the story that
yeah.
they were trying to tell within it, too.
And it is interesting. So I will say here, seeing this ending, it is like 3 different endings combined from different Death Note things. Like, there is a ending far past the Light versus L arc that has a similar style death.
Yeah.
Which is interesting, but it recontextualizes it much earlier in the story, which is interesting. And man, I do like how Rim's story plays out here a bit more. But I do think it is really sad for Rim, because what's the likelihood that Misa goes out to live the rest of her lifespan in a world where she's forgot any of the guilty things that she's done, and the person that she was smitten with is just dead, and she doesn't really have any explanation for it.
It is the worst possible thing that could have happened to her. I mean, it is the best in one that she doesn't have to be near Light anymore, and I don't like him being around her. But I hope that she can find parent adjacent people that care about her.
Yeah.
And are willing to show her the love that Rim was. And like, thankfully in the real world there are people and experiences that do happen like that. And I think that I've been thinking about this a lot. I think that's the importance of having, not only just community but like mentorship. I think that's like such a absolutely pivotal thing that we have in like our society, that you can have like almost family dynamics and not be related, and have that kind of in a healthy way, of course,
Yeah,
obviously.
I think there's definitely a way that you can overdo that, but it is interesting too, because if you really see this as Rim's story, it really makes me think of Expedition 33. Where, like, the story not being who you think it's about at all. And like the ending,
which I love things like
recontextualizes-
that. Like, it makes me sad that the ending of the story was very depressing for Rim. I will say, I do wonder if that carries over. It probably doesn't carry over to the anime. I don't know
to the anime, I think if you watched it, you would come out of either one of 2 ways. Either you wouldn't think so at all, or the heartbreak would intensify tenfold. Because there's a lot of different factors going on in the anime, just because they, of course, have more time to really flesh out the story. What I will say is, Rim's fate is... She ends up getting the short end of the stick in the anime too, but it is not such an easy... Light has to suffer a whole lot more, which I think you'd like to see.
I would. I want to see that little snob just suffer more. That might be my pull to watch the anime, actually. Thinking about it now.
Well, it is also interesting.
It brought a smile to my face every time that L was like, he's a pathetic loser. Like, yes, he is, but so are you.
And that's the thing that I think a lot of people don't understand, is both of them are very imperfect things. Like, L just happens to be on the right side of this because of how the story went. Like, if he got the Death Note, as you were saying, he could end up being a force just as bad. And I think, too, what really exposes that Light doesn't care about creating a new world is... Well, he does care about it, but it's not his sincere goal. He likes the cat and mouse game, and he's trying to cure his boredom. Because if you had a book like this, and you want it to change the world, and just judge the people, you wouldn't make it obvious, like, for example, the anime makes it a point that he views his heart attacks consistently because he wants a pattern to be noticed. He wants people to know these aren't random killings. So it's not just about changing society.
Literally...
It doesn't matter if he doesn't get the worship and adoration for it.
I do think it likely is based on actual serial killer mentality. Is that is actually the like real world psychology that tends to happen where people just kill other people and for recognition and desire to be known. And that's an unfortunately real phenomenon, and horrific one at that. And to also have that like cult like justification too just makes everything worse. It's just like to see yourself in that like religious light. You see what I did there?
Pun, yes. Pun,
yeah.
Very much intended.
Yes, afterwards. It is really, really interesting to kind of see that dynamic play out. I thought this was very good too. Also, the songs just slapped. Like, can we just talk about that for a minute? I will say, from like an instrumental perspective, it wasn't anything I think super memorable. I think that there was like a specific style, and for the most part, they stuck to it pretty consistently. I think it is a different dynamic when you're switching in between like speaking dialogue and like intentional like the music and everything.
Yeah, it's not like Hamilton or Epic. Like that, it is more like an old school musical where there's a lot of songs, but there's also a lot of exposition. But I think the exposition, well, they did a very good job with it. That's the most important thing. Like, it was never boring. There were always things going on in the backgrounds. I felt for the most part, I mean, I was here to explain some things to you, but most of the things, it was easy to follow along, even for an audience that I don't think that you needed to watch the anime of Death Note or read the manga to understand what was going on. I think it certainly helps, but it wasn't necessary.
I think that as like it feels like if you were a Death Note fan, which I know you are, but like anyone else who would be like a Death Note fan, I feel like would probably really enjoy this because it feels like the perfect line of adaptation where it's like it has so much references and it is very closely following, but also it's
telling its own story. You know,
it tells its own story, but not in a way that is disingenuous to the original source material. And
not
doesn't
like the Netflix adaptation. Yes.
Yeah.
Which man,
it isn't trying to be a spectacle.
Yes,
right?
I will say if having this alone would not let you know how bad that Death Note adaptation is. If you watch the anime, we gotta watch the Netflix adaptation because it's so funny. It's so funny if you look at it from the perspective of what it was trying to be versus what it ended up being. But yeah, I will say, compared to other musicals that you have watched, where would you like rank it?
I mean, look, I'm not gonna say I like it more than Epic.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that either. I love Death Note, but I love Epic more. I'd say it's one of those things where, well, Hamilton and Epic are,
but here's the thing: Epic isn't a stage presentation. That does factor into it a lot, actually. And I think if you're comparing it to something like Hamilton, which is the only other really musical that I've seen like performed from like a stage perspective, I thought there were some like really creative scenes in Hamilton. But they also have very similar technology as far as I thought there were some additional things that Hamilton doesn't necessarily do. Like this with the screens that I really thought was very innovative and also like I imagine was caught like down a lot of production costs to have some of those effects and stuff. There was a lot of creativity I noticed with like the set design, and it felt like the stage was just a really cool set piece in of itself. with the stuff that they could do with it.
That train sequence, also like the references, like to the lifespan things and how the names worked, I thought was very interesting. If you haven't watched too many stage plays, I mean, I wouldn't rank this like with Hamilton, but I think this might be a step above something like Les Mis, for example, which is a really good one. But I'd sort of put
He's
it
a little bit
similar...
older at this point, too.
Yeah, 11 years ago is kind of crazy. And also, I think too, something that factors into it is I feel like whenever somebody makes an adaptation of like an anime or something, like whenever I was listening to this, I sort of had the expectation of this was going to be a weaker thing that I listened to. And I will say, I think if we just listened to this in the original Japanese, I think there were some singers in the dub that like they just didn't fit the characters as well.
Yeah,
but I feel confident.
And that was fine.
Yeah, but I feel confident if we were just like listening to it in the sub the whole time, I feel like probably it ranks a little bit higher too, because there was a little bit of dissonance.
No, that is true, and there were some really good English singers in this.
Oh yeah,
like that were dubbing. There were some really good voices.
Elle and Light, I think, were really good.
I think that's the thing that stands out. The acting is superb in this. It genuinely feels like they embody the characters as far as like I've seen them in a really good way. And it feels like, I think like once you see all the like the themes and like the symbolism that they're trying to get across, it is so interesting, just like the very small intentional things that they do. And also, it's so funny to realize that there are certain moves that they do specifically for a wardrobe change, and it is so cool to see that, because it's like, that is so creative.
It is crazy.
That is so creative. They use Ryuk's cloak a lot for that.
Yes, they do.
And I like it because it does like serve a purpose, because it almost feels like this shadow presence of like ownership, almost like this is like your mind, you know, like you're being wrapped up in that.
Yeah, that's the big thing too, is that both Rim and Ryuk represent their inner demons, which is just so creative and something that's so easy to miss in the Death Note story, because you just take it for granted that these gods of death are just gods of death, but you don't, like, as a person who likes to write stories, I like to think about the literary devices and how you use them. And I will say I do love the anime more, but if you had to condense it down into a 2.5 hour story, I think this is probably the best you're gonna get. Like, you know,
I think that it's and it must have been so amazing for everyone down there to be able to go and see this, because if we are fans of Death Note, can you imagine for the actual audience of like Japan how popular it is? Because I know it's popular down there, because I mean they got it first and everything. We merely adopted the darkness.
We merely adopted it, and it's one of those things too, where, you know, a lot of people don't like anime, but like, you know, it's one of those things where even if you don't like anime, a lot of people end up liking Death Note. You know, it's like one of those things where it doesn't really matter for a fan of the medium. It's pretty approachable. There's obviously tons of philosophical questions to be had. I think it's also interesting, the personality question, right? Like, does the Death Note corrupt having this power, or is it more like the Death Note reveals true character? You know?
Yeah, which I think in this case, it definitely does seem to be... I think that it is true with the name change being a concealment of nature, and also having the song about with the dad. Talking about that too, it does feel like the play kind of leans on the idea of a revelation of truth rather than a changing, right? I think it definitely does kind of lean that way. And I'm still mad that the Inner Demon Rim got more character development than my girl Misa, but it's fine. I'll get over it.
Well, what would you want to have happened to Misa in a way where you could keep the plot as it is?
No, it was perfect the way it was. I just am mad about it.
Well, no, I understand because
it's a tragic story. And obviously she was not perfect. She did bad things.
Yeah.
But, you know, she could have been Batman. In a different timeline, she would have been Batman.
In a different timeline, she would have been Batman. That's true. Well, it's also one of those things, too, where it sounds like there's a frustration with, like, a certain thing with the plot. And it's just so funny because it reminds me so much of how I felt with Expedition 33's story, where it's like, okay, like, do we have to go that way? And, like, you know, could we have, like, maybe changed some things? But it's like, yeah, but you can't tell the same story that they were trying to tell if you try to change something. Which is, like, one of those things where it's like, no, I want it to be different. Okay, but how would you write that and also tell the same story that they were trying to tell? No, I'm not saying I could. I'm just saying...
I'm not here to write a fan fiction.
I write it of my own stuff.
No, if it was something like Marvel's Echo, I might write a fan fiction for that because I have opinions. But
I don't know about Marvel's Echo, so we will have to talk about that sometime.
Yeah, that's a very niche thing.
Yes, it is.
For those who know, you know.
Yeah. We have been streaming for a little over 4.5 hours, and it is 1 a.m. So I am sorry if I kept you up a little bit long. I'm going to end stream. This was really fun. And yeah, dorks, if you stayed with us long enough to watch this full thing, say potatoes in the comment section. And and make sure to check out my cousin's channel. I will link it in the comment section. TheLogicalFallacy. He does great reaction stuff. Make sure to subscribe to me too. And watch the anime if this is the only thing you've watched, because the anime is also super awesome. Till next time.
I hope so.
Peace.